You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
We're live! Hey, welcome to the Dungeon Run. Thank you so much for being here for the new chapter of our hero story, the Stormborn, or should I say, the Moonborn.
I'm not fully sold.
Not fully. Morgan and all of his characters are never fully sold on anything.
Nah, man.
Something we've
I've heard this
learned,
before.
We've learned it. Welcome. If you're new here, some stuff has gone down. You should go watch the last episode if you haven't. And also, you might, you posted this and I thought it was lovely. You might want to go watch the Session 0 with Cristobal.
Yes.
Which we released a little bit after our first initial 5. So tied into this particular story, so make sure you.
That was the first introduction of Lumbra, I believe.
It was.
Wasn't
Wow.
Yeah.
I watched it.
So I think we're going to get right into it.
Yeah, we're going to get right into it. First off, I just wanted to say, I said a little something last week, but we got some concerned questions. Obviously, there's been a lot of changes with the show. We're in a new space. We have some new faces. Josephine.
Hi.
If you don't know, this is Josephine McAdam. Yay!
But I wanted to reassure everybody, Jessica, Jared, Katie, Jeff, they are all still involved with the Dungeon Run. We love them. Life, work, babies, things happen. and so we've been changing kind of how we do the show. And so we are currently telling this chapter, but we have more stories coming and more different structures of stories coming that you will see all of them again. I just wanted to very clearly state that for the record because we got a little bit of, what happened to Jared? He's okay. Everything's fine.
We disappeared.
We all love each other. Everything's fine. There was nothing bad happening. Anyway, on to other stuff. We are still sponsored by our lovely friends at World Anvil and Die Hard Dice. Check out right before our intermission for some awesome ads with them. But also, we are supported by Patreon. Patreon.com/thedungeonrun for so much amazing bonus content. Free interactivity items. Ron's going to get into the interactivity in a second. Cast secrets. And speaking of cast secrets, Josephine and I just had a dungeon cooldown this week. Josephine's already keeping a lot of secrets from us, guys.
I don't believe that.
You have no idea.
I think they're fun and fun.
There was a portion of the cooldown. There was a lot of the faces you made during the cooldown. You're like, I can't say it. And I did have to take off my headphones at one point so she could. It was only for like a minute. There's like a solid minute of the cooldown.
That's a lot of time.
That's a whole minute. You can say a lot in a minute.
I'm not good with words, so a lot of it was just me going like,
So you didn't miss much.
If you want to watch all that, and if you want to hear Josephine's hot thoughts on Back to the Future and the Lost Boys, that also happened this week.
I heard, I got comments.
You're not. I didn't disagree with your comments. Anyway, but so go to patreon.com/thedungeonrun to support the show. We also wanted to shout out some new patrons this week. Thank you, new patrons.
Yay.
Brendan Dennehy, Andrea Pantalone, and Martin Ripple. Thank you so much. We love you guys. And now I'm going to kick it back to Ron because we got some fun interactivity news, if you couldn't tell from last week.
Yes. So last week during the show, some choices made by the characters has changed the way we do our interactivity.
Sure, blame us.
I did. I may have pushed in that direction. We don't know. Anyway, so if you have not yet noticed, if you check out our interactive overlay here on this stream, you will notice that some of the images have changed, and so have the words. So now we have instead of force of nature and force of cosmos, we now have force of light and force of shadow. So you'll notice that you have a glimpse of light and a glimpse of shadow. Those are our old seeds and sparks. Means there's a little bit of interactivity, a little bit of power that goes towards the next level of unlocks for our characters. And then we also have a burst of light and a burst of shadow, which were our old motes. So still works similar ways, but we're getting more into the motif of light and shadow, bright and dark. Now, I want to be clear. Light does not necessarily always mean good, right? Like if we get too much light, you can
You get sunburned,
right? You get sunburned.
Exactly. Boy, do
and
you.
shadow
I
isn't
die.
always. Yeah. So what?
Same.
Like half the table
I
here.
don't get
Not so good.
Lucky.
I do.
The other half, just to mention, shadow is not always wrong or bad or evil. A lot of things, beautiful things, happen in the shadows. So, but I do want to be clear, light tends to mean beneficial. It tends to mean that way. Shadow tends to mean hindrance or harm. So take it as you will. Take it as you will. But we think this will work in a larger function for more than just this show. It gets more into the idea of what we really want to happen with interactivity and how we want to handle it, especially with the gods that watch.
The gods that
The
watch.
watchers, the gods that watch. So,
Speaking of the skull.
yes. Oh, yes. Speaking of the skull, it has changed, if you did not know. The skull is now half tiefling, half Asimar. The tiefling eye is bright light, and the Asimar eye is dark shadow.
And there's a beautiful
JD
representation of it.
Yes.
Thank you, JD Illustrates. You are amazing. He did that while he was watching his kid play a sport.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like,
Just a
just
nice
doing that.
soccer game.
I just couldn't get out of my head,
Just
so-
imagine being another parent at the soccer game going, "Oh, go get it! And what are you doing?"
Yeah.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great, son. Keep kicking the ball. Keep kicking.
Is that a skull? Okay, that's a skull.
We love you, JD Illustrates. Thank you so
Yes,
much for your
yes.
dedication. You're an amazing artist. Okay, guys, I think that's
Let's
it.
go. Let's go, baby.
Record time.
Yeah.
Record time. All right, Sean. It's time to enter the storm.
Go-
In their previous encounter, the remaining quartet of heroes known as the Stormborn, KoKo, the Feywild Wanderer, Cristobal, the Wizardificer of Lumber, Valcorio, the Echo Dragon Knight, and Octavius, the Arcane Trickster, found themselves in a peculiar existential limbo, a plane known as the City of Glass, crafted by the twin consciousness of the mad god of civilization, Shadow, and Light, Lumbra. This plane was the birthplace of 13 towers. 12 towers to denote the time, and a central tower to denote the mad god's current phase. Depending on the phase, either Umbrith, the Shadow, or Luminoth, the Light, assumed control. The chosen of Lumbra, Cristobal, guided the group into this mirror city, a refuge from the recent and near-deadly clutches of She Who Slithers. Once there, they embarked on a mission to find Cristobal's father and a potential escape route through a mirror gate. Amidst the shimmering reflections of the city, they encountered one Rhea Stone, another chosen of Lumbra. In fact, the only other one. On a similar quest of escaping, the cleric pledged their assistance to navigate the labyrinthine city to the Wall of Masks. For without the masks, the party faced the risk of slowly vanishing into oblivion. Through the glassy streets, they learned of the City of Glass's peculiar inhabitants, the Chosen, living souls who have decided to show Lumber respect and don the mask. They also learned of the Embraced, the dead who have decided to remain in the city in a sort of kaleidoscopic purgatory, remaining not quite dead and only partially alive. They also learned of the waning souls, those souls who did not wish to remain in the city, slowly fading into nothing, and now who, as the party learned, are hunted by the ominous Baron Medulon, the Umbral Governor. The city also teemed with an array of masked automatons, each with unique roles, all in the divine reverie of progress. Trepidation looming, the group reached the central tower, where 3 of their members endured a self-revelatory encounter and adopted the masks. Val became chosen of Umbrith, while Otto and KoKo became chosen of Luminath, and Rhea received a stern warning from the Umbral Governor. All of them now masked and thus chosen, they have become Moonborn, the champions of Lumbra, abandoning the forced ways of Thasha, Mother of Storms. This did not come without consequence. The mysterious skull artifact the group has been carrying changed. The right half became dark and shadowy, growing a long, corrugated horn of a tiefling sporting a brightly lit eye socket. Its left half became bright and glowing, revealing divine symbols and etching of an Asimar sporting a deeply shadow-filled eye socket. All of you, the gods who watch, felt a shift even you could not ignore. The birth of the forces of light and shadow. Man, I got chills again.
He's giving himself chills, everybody.
I don't know why. It's just happening. I don't know.
Self-chills.
It's just putting
Let's turn up the heat. Just kidding.
Putting aside their search for Cristobal's father for the moment, Rhea urged them to seek the Radiant Governor. Soon, both Rhea and Cristobal were delighted to find that they were, in fact, the same person, if person was an accurate moniker. Upon arrival at the Radiant Governor's tower, they found Gonzalo de la Cruz in a body of an automaton, his sentient intact. He revealed the current imbalance of power, with Umbrith reigning 75% control due to the waning crescent phase they were in. The next phase would herald equality, a time when disputes were solved, resources allocated, and the wall of masks deconstructed to construct the Lumbral thrones. Lumbra would appear in its greatest forms. Gonzalo also revealed a significant predicament. The Umbral Governor had seized the Mirror Creator and Gonzalo's own glass coffin. The purpose? Unknown. This governor had previously convinced the Lumbral to authorize the extermination of the waning souls, a decision still shrouded in mystery. He also revealed that at each phase's end, the Umbral Governor would arrive at the Radiant Governor's tower to berate Gonzalo for his perceived failures. In that moment, the party saw an opportunity. Gonzalo, although unwilling to participate, warned them about the dangers lurking within the tower and offered them shelter for the changing of the phase. The Moonborn, following an awkward automation named Ball, set their minds to planning. Their goal seemed clear: retrieve Gonzalo's coffin and free the Mirror Creator. With the Umbral Governor away on a visit, the stage was set for the next phase of their daring adventure. And that's where we'll begin. One quick thing I have to do before we begin. I did thank you, FF GoGo, for indicating to me that I had missed Nature Level 2. So we do have a Nature Tier 2 card here to read. And I got one thing to read out here. Glimpse of Shadow from Tuomask. Thank you, Tuomask.
Yay, thank you.
For the Glimpse of Shadow. All right, this is Light. It's now Shadow of Light, Tier 2. From Ryan Winters, called the Crown of Bahatha. The party finds a flower crown, perfectly fitted for one party member's head. I'm going to roll a d5, since it's 5 which is a d6 on a real
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I bid 9 rocks.
1, 2,
I bid
3,
3 rocks. And
4.
mushroom.
Oh, come on!
I rolled it. I 100%
She got the
rolled a
magazine
4.
last week,
Rolled a 4.
too.
Sorry,
Yay.
guys.
See, everybody has the magazine.
No, you're
The
you're
flower crown consists of many rare flowers.
Yeah, you
It is a
just
very
want a
colorful
flower.
addition to anyone's head.
They're all poisonous.
It gives you 1 free casting of Animal Friendship.
Aw!
an automatic success on any natural animal / beast.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna make so many animal throw.
Throw.
I can never reach that.
Big
Never
table,
reach that.
big
It's a big
table.
table, guys.
I'm injured.
We love this.
Got
We
it.
love this big table, Pixel
Yeah.
Circus. Thank you.
No, it's
We need a lazy Susan. I
We
said.
do need a D&D Lazy Susan. Somebody get on that, would you?
All right, so that's where we are now caught up, and I think we left off with all of you going into
We were going
the guest,
upstairs, right?
upstairs in the tower to the
Okay.
guests, the guest rooms.
to
that,
sleep.
That we're just
It's
sleeping.
now a tuckered out.
A reminder that there are 2 towers that are still lit.
Right.
Of the 12.
Ball is leading us upstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Make perception checks for me.
Well
Any
done.
Advantage, KoKo. You have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thank you so much.
Octavius, you have advantage from Brava.
Thank you, Bravo.
Wow, I really
Valcorio, you have
needed it.
advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thank you, City Racing Girl.
Cristobal, you have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thank you, City Racing Girl.
And
So
Rhea, you have advantage from City
Oh,
Racing
wow.
Girl.
City
Wow,
Racing Girl.
City
Racing
You're the hero.
Kicking it
Uh,
off.
I assumed you're with him. If you're not, you should still have
You
to
were
roll.
gonna
It should be a
maybe
different
stay down,
I
or
thought I was sticking about
Yeah,
for the Baron's arrival, but
for normal reasons.
for normal
Right.
reasons.
Maybe
So
you
up to
can
you.
go and make a late entrance.
Yeah, that's true because they have to talk first anyway.
And it's still about 2 turns of the tower before the.
Oh, before the
Before
Baron
our
would.
movement, yeah.
Oh,
So we
okay,
got a
then
minute.
yes,
Well,
We got
yes,
it.
yes. Okay, well
I
then
mean,
I will
I don't know how
escort
long that means.
them all.
okay. 15.
15.
10.
24.
Yeah.
21.
I just keep staring at
Um,
ball like,
What is your deal?
Rhea, you look as Ball is leading you upstairs. There's something odd about the mask that you just cannot seem to put your finger on. As you're walking up, you spent a lot of time with Cristobal. A lot of time with Cristobal. You notice that the mask that is on Ball looks exactly like half of Cristobal's face.
Oh.
That's not
Now
good.
keep in mind, your masks are reflections of who you are internally. And you know that we have seen that Gast has taken their mask and given it to Cristobal. I'll leave that with you. You're the one who sort of puts this together with your high perception check.
Okay.
That bringing to me also, each of you I gave you homework.
Yes.
Sorry, I gave you D&D homework. But you each have donned masks, obviously besides the 2 who have already done so. And now I think is the time to describe what your mask looks like to the audience. Who would like to go first?
I'll go.
Great.
So we talked about this on the cooldown. We kind of came up with it. And what I really love is it's a scaled, so it's actually pieces of bronze. It worked into scales. It's down the side of his face. And some are rusted in sort of a reddish, rusty color. Not all of them, though, so it's sort of a rusty bronze type of feel. Down, and it does come down towards his mouth where there are a couple glass teeth that you see as well.
Very
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
an armor for your teeth?
No, I mean,
Not right.
I really like the idea of kind of like sharp glass teeth, at least to kind of give that extra dragon feel. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
fun.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Great.
So KoKo's mask is very much in alignment with the seasons. So it's spring, summer, autumn, winter, and so it kind of color-wise goes down that color thing. It kind of swoops right here like cool dude hair.
Oh yeah.
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 And then it kind of like comes together right here and then makes sort of like elf ears.
Oh, cool.
Which is pretty cool. And then I think, and then right here where there would be sort of eyebrows, it's troops of mushrooms.
Oh,
That's
so
awesome.
cute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Otto's mask is very remininiscent of like a cave, so that it's the crystals are kind of in a rocky formation.
Like a geode.
They look like a
Sick.
geode, but as like the rocky formation gets towards their eyes are lined with mirrors, so that that you see your own reflection when you look into Otto's eyes.
Wow.
And you also see the side of Otto's eyes, so it's hard to know where he is looking with these. And then throughout the entire mask, you see veins of bronze, as if, veins of ore.
Yeah,
Neat.
very cool.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Very cool.
That.
I love that homework, guys. That was so good.
So
as you're-
we're extra.
Yeah, Chris.
Gold
Good.
stars.
Gold stars all around, or bronze stars, should I say.
Yeah, sure.
So as you are climbing the stairs, they're made of like a marble. It seems like almost like a stone bit to it. But as you look closer, it's clearly like it's glass and metal that's been made to look that way. It's very clear to you as you're climbing the tower that Gonzalo has spent significant time, resources to make this look like his home from the material plane. So as you climb the stairs, Ball takes you down a hallway to the end of the hallway where there seems to be a large guest quarters, and it is very much like you would find in an inn, a couple of bunk beds. Very nice, but that's where he takes you.
So I've heard about bunk beds. I read about them, and so you guys, this is awesome. We can sleep on top of each other.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
could.
can, yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Bunk beds, sure.
And I climb to the top bunk and I sit on it.
Okay. Thank you, Ball.
Yes.
Ball talks. Okay, got it.
Wait, Ball, before you go.
Yes. What can I do for you?
So like, how long have you been alive? I feel like I've been asking a lot.
I have been here 9 phases.
9 phases? Wow, that's a long time.
It is the time that this city has been here.
How long till the Umbral Governor arrives? You said a couple.
He walks over to the far side of the room and pulls back a pair of shutters, and you can see out in the distance that the 2 towers of the Shadowmire are the only 2 remaining.
Hey, Ball.
Yes.
How long have you had your face?
That's what I was gonna ask, but I don't want to ask it.
I didn't really want to ask, so I just thought I'd ask.
No, it's really good.
Okay.
Since I was made.
Where is the back stairs?
Good question. There are no back stairs.
What is another way out except for the way in?
He looks at the window and back at you.
Thank you. You may go.
Thank you. And he turns and rigidly walks out of the room.
Oh my god, Cristobal has face!
Cristobal.
If we are going to go out the window, do we still have your rope?
How high up are we?
It's 2
Second
stories.
floor?
Yeah,
Okay.
second floor.
I do, but KoKo starts ripping the sheets off of the bed and starts tying them
The
together.
sheets!
What's happening here?
I'm making a rope.
Yes, but why are you going out the window?
Because we can't go out the door.
Why not?
Well, the idea was to get past the Umbral Governor without him seeing us, but I suppose we could just leave before he gets here.
But we will need a way back in.
Oh,
point.
you want to do this tonight?
We would at least want to scope it out. You know, what do you call it? Case the joint.
Yeah, no one will expect it tonight.
Otto, help me make it look like we're sleeping in the beds.
Oh,
Find
yeah.
stuff,
Oh my
make body
goodness.
shapes.
I absolutely go through a bunch of the drawers to find clothes to make a KoKo shape.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll deception for me.
Yes.
Oh, deception.
To create a fake body shape.
Octavius,
I've-
City Racing Girl advantage for you.
Thank you, City Racing Girl.
Thank you, it's so necessary.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Thank
Nice.
you.
Cristobal.
Yes.
1 second, sorry. You are tying ropes together.
Yes.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay.
You have advantage, KoKo, from City Racing Girl.
Oh, thank you
City
so
Racing
much.
Girl, MVP already.
Oh, thank goodness, because that second one wasn't that one. Oh wait, does that make it?
No? No.
Okay.
you're good.
Take it higher, take it higher.
12.
Okay.
So she's gonna let go.
Could have been a 1.
Yeah.
Could have been a 1.
Good thing Val's athletics is solid.
Cristobal, look, I know I give you a lot of grief. That was kind of messed up down there. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I think once we help my father, he will find a way to regain his sentience into his person and have a way to help bring balance to the city.
You could be not all right for a few minutes if you'd like.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I was wondering, I didn't know he had always looked that way. What did he used to look like?
My father?
Yes.
Well, what did he... You've only known him and he's only looked like this?
Well, yes, I only met him down here.
Oh.
It is a pretty good facsimile. Obviously flesh. His skin tone is close to mine. His hair is longer, obviously, than the automaton version that came down to almost his mid-ear. He refused to wear anything to tie it back. He said it looked unprofessional. So, but otherwise, I mean, his clothes obviously weren't great. Just made of bronze and copper or whatever that material is. But ordinarily, they would be very majestic, sweeping, stately robes, often of black or gray.
Oh,
That sounds really nice.
Yes, he was always a consummate professional. That's why everyone respected him as the court wizard.
Do you have any paintings or the like of him?
In my tower, yes, I do.
We've seen them. I don't want to ask an uncomfortable question, but here I go anyway. Are we sure that's your father?
Oh.
And not someone's very good facsimile of him?
Well, what do you think, Cristobal?
I mean, because I assume last time you saw him, as you said, he was flesh. I've never seen a talking automaton before, besides the ones in your tower, Gast and Ghost and Ball, but that was pretty weird. He definitely seemed.
Yes, if he was made flesh, that was about the approximate interaction I expected to have with him.
Okay.
Surely you'd be able to tell, right?
Yeah. Did he feel like your dad?
Yes.
He was giving you dad energy.
His energy, yes. Yes. Yes, I
like
believe...
my dad energy, actually, too. There was a little bit similar there.
I don't remember my dad. Anyway.
I think he is very excited to have us here, and so that we can help him get this done. I'm glad you have been here to help and support him. He seems very close and reliant on you.
Yes, well, I have been helping him out, but I haven't been here that long. I'm not sure who must have been helping before. You know, in fact, I seem to be the only one really helping both governors. I'm not really sure what that's about.
Was that when you were... your job description, let's say, was that part of it? Basically, like, you will serve both governors?
Yes.
The balance of Lumbra.
Yes, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Insight check.
Do you like
yeah.
If you're just roll and then tell me
Just
if
roll
you're-
a straight
whether
charisma or whatever, yeah.
you're performing decepting or not. Just tell me the numbers. But
bad.
you have advantage,
You're awful at
Rhea.
this. I'm not good at it.
On Valcorio, you have advantage from City Racing Girl. Rhea, yours is from the Dungeon Speedrun.
Better.
Oh, nice.
Better.
26.
Wow.
As far as you can tell, Valcorio, absolutely true.
Okay.
You must have been here long enough. My father does not take people into his confidence very quickly, so you must have either done much to earn it, or he must have just taken to you.
Yes, well, I mean, you were not here, and so I suppose I'm the only chosen of number that was down here. Someone who was chosen by
Sure,
both
but there
sides.
are other chosen of Luminoth that he could have befriended or
Yes.
employed, but he chose you.
I suppose there's no way of knowing that if you're chosen of Umbreth, chosen of Luminoth, you know, there must be some leanings to want to go one way or the other.
Oh, that's an interesting question, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
So, Do they know they're Luminath?
Yeah.
Other than what they've been told, no.
No.
There's no innate feeling of it.
Got it.
It just feels like it's the god chooses.
And can we see a difference, for instance, between a Valcorio mask and a...
Make a perception check.
Awesome, I'm great at this.
Cristobal, you have advantage from?
City
City
Race.
Race
You're our hero.
Yeah, that's what I about expected. 13.
Nothing sticks out to you. You look at the three new masks that you've seen, and knowing, each one as they've been called out, doesn't appear to be any difference to you.
All right.
A question. This is a little off topic. Cristobal, do you have?
How good am I at folding sheets?
Yeah, as I'm just making
like hey
of everybody.
See, Otto finishes the first one, and you could swear there's someone sleeping in there.
It's KoKo.
It's even rising and falling a bit.
Got some springs.
I feel like maybe this counts as a short rest.
As I'm like making things, I'm just as a character, what bags do you have, like Cristobal? Like
baggage?
Emotional baggage.
The baggage.
So
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I
Take a
think.
look into your emotional baggage.
Yeah, like
Emotional bag
if
of
somebody
holding.
were to like, I don't know,
Do I have
a satchel?
I have a couple of pouches on my belt, but that's about
They're
it.
on your belt.
Yeah, I did not show up with a backpack, and
Alright.
I don't have one.
Cool.
Silly Cristobal.
Yeah,
You don't wear a lot of
so
backpacks in the court. It's not really
a
a
thing
fashion
that
thing.
cats do, and I'm saying owls do it too, is when they
Sure.
see somebody stressed or like they they bring presents to people,
Yeah.
right? Because they're not taking care of themselves.
Mhm.
And so I would love to sneak snacks into your bag.
To my pouch?
Yeah, because you're not taking care of yourself right now.
Oh,
Octavius, 5-hand check.
Octavius goes to
Straight
hug
roll.
Cristobal and
Yeah.
is like,
Straight roll.
Trail mix.
It's just trail mix. Get in
just
there.
seeds and branches.
Gorp.
Yeah, it's definitely seeds. I wrote seeds. So it's straight roll.
Straight roll.
Seeds in my pouch.
That is a 22.
Beats your passive perception. So.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
by far and away.
Yeah.
I'm going to be reaching for my magic stone. I'm just going to throw sunglasses in.
I think while you're examining like Val's
Of course.
mask,
Yeah.
Of course.
Otto sort of
Yeah.
slips it into
It's
your bag.
seeds and a mouse. I'm an owl.
What tasks have you performed for my father versus the governor of Umbral? Is this, do you perform
Well-
similar tasks?
Not exactly. For the Umbral Governor, it was more getting after those who have not donned the mask, bringing waning souls his way, and making sure that people do don the mask, or that he knows about it if they don't. He has been who I've mainly been answering to for the most part while I've been here. He's been in charge. But your father, the Radiant Governor, he was more interested recently in me keeping an eye on you all. And I don't know, we just,
Yeah, you probably don't get a lot of people just like rolling up, so.
And then you developed a rapport.
Yes.
Do you just like hang out together?
Yeah, do you guys like do stuff?
Do you just like kick it?
like watch like plays and stuff? Or what do you guys do for fun around here? The city,
They
right?
drink water at the bar.
yes, we go to the bar. I just, there's a lot to explore in this city.
Yeah.
Is he funny? Are you funny? I can't tell yet.
I can be.
Yeah.
He's serious, but he has, a lot of wisdom
Uh-huh.
to impart, and I enjoy my time that I've spoken with him so far. But I don't know him super well, of course.
I'm not going to pretend I understand everything going on with this place. It's very strange and very large, and things seem to be changing constantly. But I do think I know a little something about business and partnerships and negotiations and such. So,
Yeah.
so let me see if I get. Thank you, Otto. I appreciate it. But let me see if I get this straight. This whole place seems to be based upon balance between light and dark, Luminath and Umbrith, yes?
Yes.
And so, but the Umbral Governor is making moves.
Yes, he's overstepping, it seems.
So
I mean, why? What? Because it seemed to be a surprise to you. It seemed to be certainly was a surprise to Cristobal's father. Gonzalo, thank you. That Megillon had found his way to the Court de Perron and had tried to kill his son. Why? Why would Megillon do that? Do you have
I
any
don't know.
idea?
I heard they had beef. I don't know what that beef is, but...
I mean, because
Do you know,
beef is
Cristobal?
one thing, but is there some sort of practical reason why he might want to kill you?
well, there could be. Well, I don't know.
There's so many reasons someone would want to kill someone.
Sure, yeah, that's fair.
I do not know. I wish I did. Although it is interesting now that you bring up that fact, because my father mentioned that we would need something from the plane of which we wish to travel if we were to travel there.
Sure.
And I just realized that by being in possession of my father's corpse, he has the means of accessing the plane that we are from.
But do you think that's why he has it? Well,
it might be. It might be.
Is that so? Do you think that's how he got to the Court de Perron?
Oh, that's so messed up.
That's really messed up.
When we were
Yes.
in the wizard circle, I saw him strip the life from a kobold in front of my eyes, turning it to ash,
No.
just to cast a spell. So he does not appear to be someone who is worried too much about decorum.
Rhea,
yes.
this thing going on right now, where we're in the power seems like it shifts every now and then, right? And we're in a shifting towards Umbrith right now.
We are currently, Umbrith is currently
waning.
What
is
is
going
that?
to be
Right,
leaving.
but not for much longer.
Not for much longer.
What happens? Is there something that allows him to get more power? Is there a reason why now, before the next Lumbral comes?
He doesn't want to go away, right?
Oh, is there a reason why he's doing this? I don't know why he's doing anything.
We should find.
I assume he's up to no good.
I mean,
Just wants, more power. The same
took
reason
the
any
creator,
man
yeah,
wants
taken
power.
the creator, taken the body of Gonzalo, tried to kill his son, and all of this during this umbral phase, this thing that I don't totally understand yet, but it sounds like the time of the umbral is right now, and it won't be for much longer. Is that fair to say?
Rhea, the previous phase, before this one, Umbrith was in complete control. There was no Luminath at all.
Oh, so it's come back now.
It's now come
So it was 100%
Last
umbral,
phase.
and now it's gone. Now it's waning, as you said, 75-25.
Waning crescent.
Well,
Got it.
it's obvious, right? Like, if you're a powerful guy, you want to stay the most powerful guy all the time. So
That's the problem with balance, is not everybody
No,
likes it to stay
it doesn't
that
like to
balanced.
share.
And it doesn't seem awfully fair to me, or balanced, in my opinion, that the Radiant Governor is tethered in such a way.
Yeah.
All right, then. I mean, you've got to be somewhat handcuffed to this slightly, right? Because,
No, you're fully trapped here, right?
but I mean, also, you're supposed to serve the Umbral Governor. I kind of feel a little silly that we're all saying this in front of you, but you seem to be agreeing with us.
Well, I can agree and serve someone that I don't like at
Sure.
the same time.
Sure, we've all done it, yeah.
Oh.
Why do you have to serve them?
Well, I'm not sure that I have much else of a choice. They are in charge here. I am trying to navigate this place the same as you all and figure out how it works. That's why I've been exploring and
Could you
figuring it out.
Can I ask you a question?
Always, Otto.
It's kind of personal. So like before you fell through the sea mirror, well, what was your deal? Who were you before here? Because, I mean, you're a cleric of this place, but you weren't always.
I was always a cleric.
But not of this place.
Not of this place.
Who was your god before?
Well, I'd really rather not share that. It's a bit personal, as
Yeah, I figured.
you can see I currently can't connect to them, can I? That's why I've got Lumbra.
With Saint, she cared.
Is that your friend that's
not here? That's just gone.
I believe
might be a god
she
now.
also might
I didn't
be.
even see a mask in that mask room that looked like her.
Yes, I think your father told me that they're with the progeny now.
Yeah, I thought.
I thought maybe we'd see her.
But
That's a good point.
I just know, I mean, before all of that happened, the idea of her being separated from her god would be so unbearably painful. And so the idea that a cleric, and I'm trying to understand, the surface is very weird and strange, but it would be so incredibly painful to be here away from your god. You want to go home, don't you?
That's a difficult question to answer.
Well, you don't have to answer it now. I just think that that's maybe why you're helping us. I don't think you're helping us because, I mean, we are very charming. We are, I mean, look, all of us.
Sure.
Fashionable.
Hot tamales, all of us.
Absolutely, yeah.
But there's reasons why you're helping us that are yours.
Obviously.
Yes.
What are they?
Oh, goodness. So after I answer your questions, I get to ask you some, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's a trade. Yes.
Wonderful. I'm helping you because I am trying to make my way back to a place that is not here. It is not the City of Glass. Trying to make my way back to someone important.
Okay. Fair.
And as Rhea is saying this, they kind of like lock eyes with every single one of you to be like almost reading your reaction to every word that they say, just to clock anything off.
You know,
Is that a perception or a...
yeah.
If you're trying to hide it,
Yeah.
then you would need to have a deception check. Otherwise, they will notice.
If anything, I think Val just nods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Makes-
Otto's doing the full
makes
Puss
sense.
in Boots, just like
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't have much choice down here. I woke up, I'm here somewhere I don't recognize, and I wasn't able to access the powers I'd been used to having until Lumbra gave them back to me, and with some extra gifts to boot. And so I am just surviving as I know how down here. And yes, if you all are, you've been spoken favorably of by the Radiant Governor, I have come to enjoy his company, and I'm hoping that maybe we can have some similar goals in getting
Out of here!
Yeah.
Sure.
yes elsewhere.
Let's start with this, and then KoKo throws the sheet rope.
yeah.
Did you tie that to anything?
As she tosses it out of the window, you hear a oof outside.
My
lord, what is this?
Oops, I dropped my sheets!
Oh, and you hear a knocking on the door.
Do you recognize that voice?
Here, I'll open the door and just peek my head out, like as opposed to letting them look in.
You see a tiefling, red horns, red-skinned, clearly very decorative, flowing robes, a mask that appears a reddish orange bronze, but looks like flames on half of his face. You make a let's do a history check.
Not great at history, are we? I don't think. Are any of us? You are.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm okay
Yours
at
very
it.
studious.
Rhea, you have advantage.
Wonderful.
from City Racing Girl.
Racing Girl.
Crushing it.
Thank you, Dirty 20.
You
better.
have seen this person before. They usually, when you're leaving or coming or going from this tower, this person has. It's you know them as Ildar. They're an artificer chosen of Luminath, and they serve at the feet of the governor. Typically, he seems to be more of like a city planner. Someone who's responsible for the light side of the city and making sure things are working well. And you can see he's knocking on the door and he goes, did you throw this at me?
Wait, he's knocking. Wait.
Wait.
Knocking.
He's knocking on the door and you're looking over the outside. So he's yeah.
So is he
Romeo and
asking,
Juliet situation.
is he
Yes.
asking me? I stuck my head out.
And he
Wherefore
sees
I-
her poke her head out
I
from
thought
the
it
window.
was the door to the
too.
bedroom.
Me
I got
too.
so
Sorry, apologies.
Yeah.
The door knocks at the door downstairs.
Got it.
Right.
Yes. Should have said you heard echoing up the stairs.
Are we not? How high up are?
Oh,
we're
second
not.
floor.
I
Yeah, not
see, and
very
I'm
high.
like imagining.
I mean, there is much more tower. You are only on the
Got it.
We're in the
Gotcha.
low level.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ask him if we can have it back.
Sorry about that, Ildar. Could you throw that back up here, please?
Oh,
We're doing
Well-
art.
Yeah.
Sure. And you see him cast a quick spell, and an invisible hand seems to grab the sheets and fly its way up to the window.
Thank you.
Should I?
What?
I'm going to have to tell the governor.
What?
He already knows.
Okay, great.
Yeah, this was for him.
He's going to make an insight check on that one.
It's a surprise. Don't ruin it.
The governor knows I'm here, Ildar. Don't worry. I've got everything under control.
Okay, lovely. And you, as you're taking just as you get the last bit up out of the window, the door opens and Ildar makes his way inside. And you can hear some rumblings downstairs of an entrance and some talking.
Rhea,
Yes.
I understand that as you said, I think we share similar goals, but also I think you might have certain requirements as part of your job here. Could you do us a favor and let us know if there's any time when you might be entering an uncomfortable area for yourself?
Compromised.
Oh, yes. Well,
Just give us a heads up.
Or a code word.
life is always a little bit uncomfortable. It's
Okay.
just part of the ride.
Okay.
They are not our ally.
I know.
They are a balance here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just
I
so
understand.
happens.
This is not. I am not saying Ray is a bad person.
I don't think it's about personal.
I am just saying they are balanced.
But it just so happens right now that Megilon is throwing it out of balance. So
Yeah.
for the moment, we share similar goals.
We'd both like to get this mirror creator.
Yeah.
But as you were speaking of Medulon, he's quite powerful.
The magic?
Certainly.
Yes.
He sort of killed Cristobal. I mean, he didn't quite kill you.
Why does everyone think I died?
be-
I died later by the wasp.
Right.
Oh
no, I
my
know
God.
that. But
You were
literally, I
killed
was
by a
told
wasp.
that you
So
got
it's a
consumed
giant
by
wasp.
blue flame and taken into a mirror, which doesn't sound great.
It also
wasn't
had a
great.
razor stinger. It wasn't
It was
just
a big
like
wasp. It
tiny.
wasn't a small
It
one.
was
It was really
tiny.
bad.
Oh, yes.
Okay, guys, I finished tying it to the
All
bed.
right, well, wait. But all that is to say, this is a powerful man that you are talking about breaking into.
Yeah.
There is surely a lot of power around him as well, and I think that we need to approach this wisely.
Carefully.
And do a little
Stealth.
snooping.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
say.
So should
I
we
love snooping.
head to the Shadow Maya, or what do you think?
Maybe let's see what information we can get at the Shining Mirage. Is that
The
what it's- Shimmering Mirage.
Oh, the bar, yes. Okay.
Perhaps.
Something to think about. I am all about going to the Shimmering Mirage. We will need a way to transport
A
the
body.
coffin. Well, the coffin.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying
It
it's
has a
bigger
body
than
in
body. But yes, but
I
Bed
could
box.
buy it to Slushy. I could call Slushy.
it is not very subtle. If you were to have a dire winter wolf walking through the streets with a coffin strapped to its back.
Right,
Maybe
this is a good
Slushy
question.
could borrow my mask.
We could disguise the coffin as something else.
This is a good
Yes,
question.
yes.
These are things we can be thinking about while we're sort of surveying the area, gathering information.
Yes, perhaps a cart would be good to have at
And
the
also,
ready.
we may need to disguise this creator. You've never met the creator, did you say that? We don't
I've
know
not
who they
met.
are, what they look like.
I've not met them. I have been looking for them. I have not met them yet.
Of course, you'd be looking for them. That's right. Okay.
When it comes to, well, yes, I think we can. I think we should find out what people look like.
Yep.
And yes, do a little bit of disguising all around, infiltration.
A glass coffin holding the body of his father does sound like it would be difficult to hide. That's a good point.
There are magical items and spells that would allow us to very easily disguise these things. Are there places where you trade magic here, or shops where we might
Yeah,
be
we
able
walked through
to...
that Sunforge district, right? Is there anything that we could possibly...
An invisibility cloak?
Well, so the automatons who are, I don't imagine they are creating magical items. However, perhaps some of the embraced might have some things they are willing to trade.
Or we could make a bunch of automaton friends too. Like the one I met in the Sunforge. Beardy.
Yes.
Beardy, who took your pellet, right?
Yes, he took my pellet.
And you took his hand.
And I took his hand. This guy!
She pulls it out, it's like...
I mean, I do have a bit of authority. That's a strong word. You know, respect as far as people not bothering me as we move through. As long as the Baron is not looking for me. The problem is, I don't ever really go to the Baron. The Baron comes to me, which seems to suggest the Baron can find me.
Watches you a lot.
Did he give you any jewelry or like
An air tag.
something that is like, that's kind of what I'm going for? Did he give you anything to wear that you have in your person?
No, I mean, I have this mask, of course, but he didn't give it to me, but I assume that the Radiant and Umbral Governors probably are both somehow connected to it.
Is your mask Umbral or did we know this already? It's both. It's both. It's both.
Yeah.
It's both. Okay.
I mean, that just means that you can't, like, be with us when we're doing crime stuff. But you could be around. If they could find you, what I'm saying is you could be a distraction.
I think I can do a lot more than that, but yes.
Like what?
Well, I'm just saying, if they could just come to you.
It is hard to come up with a plan when we lack all of the information.
Yes.
Let's
Let's go to the shimmering
Mirage.
Yes.
Let's go
I
now
want to go to a
before.
place.
Should you wait here to have FaceTime with the governor, so to speak,
Oh.
or should you go with us?
How?
As far as you know, it's enough time with the two towers as they are. It's
to go and do stuff and
it's
come
still
back. Yeah.
probably okay for you to go and come back.
No, yes. Let's go because I think perhaps we can run into some friends, people I've built rapport with, and.
All right.
KoKo's halfway out the window.
Yeah.
You don't really need to.
There's body doubles of everyone, including Rhea, and the Rhea one is standing by the door.
It's filled with pellets.
It's just
right?
it's just a sheet that looks sort of like in the shape of Rhea standing by the door.
Weirdly accurate.
I would artist.
Also, it seems to be slowly
It's
rising
breathing
as if
as
it's
well.
breathing.
I learned.
Let's ride!
You know, I'm just gonna go down the stairs.
Wow.
If you're climbing down the rope, please make a climb check. If you're climbing down the stairs, congratulations, you climbed down the stairs.
I'm just gonna go down the stairs.
I mean, I can't let KoKo just go down there by
Thank you. Is there
themselves.
advantage?
I mean, I'm sure it'll be very useful
KoKo straight
later.
roll, as far as I'm concerned. Same for
13.
you, Otto.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Yeah, you both seem to,
Best climb.
KoKo, as you're climbing down this knotted rope, these knotted sheets that you put together.
Beautifully knotted.
Beautifully knotted sheets together. One of them seems to slip slightly, but you catch it and are able to pull it taut as you come down. And
I'm
it's
all,
all that,
I'm all feet.
Yeah, it's as if you're not even really.
Yeah.
You just sort of run down the rope. You just sort of run down the rope.
Just my like toes.
I assume you two and Rhea are just taking the stairs down.
I am definitely taking this.
I'm taking
I'm
this.
not athletic.
I'm not gonna leave you.
Rhea?
adventurous.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll use a beta.
Yes, I don't think there's any reason for me to have to sneak out. I don't think I
just
have
making
to
sure
stay
you go
here.
downstairs rather than
Yeah,
In fact,
Subterfuge.
in fact, I
Are
will
we
wait.
on a mission or not?
I will wait for them to climb down and then pull the sheets back up,
Okay,
because otherwise
there
it's
you
just a
go.
sheet
Perfect.
hanging down the
That's-
side of the
we did not
building,
think that
which
part
will look weird.
Through.
As you make your way down the stairs, Ball seems to be sort of standing at attention, waiting for their next job, as Gonzalo and Ildar seem to be having a fairly serious conversation. And if you don't stay to listen, what you hear as you walk by is, well, that is very unfortunate. I don't know what we're going to do about that.
Father, we are going to the Shimmering Mirage.
Oh, Cristobal, come meet my friend. Ball, grab water for everyone. Yes, and Ball walks off down the hallway. Cristobal, this is Ildar Fireheart.
Ildar, it is Fireheart. It is a pleasure to meet you, and I make a leg and bow deeply.
And he responds in kind. Seems, from what you can tell, understands the politics at play here. And he says, yes, it was lovely to meet you and your friends.
Yes, they,
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, this is, these are both my,
It's just you, me, and Rhea.
yeah, this is my friend. This is Rhea. We are newly acquainted. Yes. But yes, the city in which you find yourself is fascinating, and it is good to meet one of my father's allies.
Yes, I've been working very hard on making changes and ensuring our progress in the city. It has been quite a job.
Yes, I'm sure. We passed through the sunfire.
Oh, yes, what do you think?
Lovely, absolutely. Lovely.
Yes, it's
I
been
promise.
working quite well recently.
The shapes, they are lovely, not only in design, but also in function.
I cannot take ownership of that. The automatons seem surprisingly creative for not being fully sentient. I attribute most of the beauty that you see to them. I give them some guidance here and there, and they listen quite well, but they seem to be quite creative on their own. The embraced, of course. Those are the crown jewel, if you ask me.
Yes, I've noticed several walking around the city.
Oh, yes. Have you spoken to any?
Not quite yet. I did not want to be impolite and present myself.
Of course, and
before you.
it can be odd. We found that when they come and take the mask, staying in this state of half death, half life can be a unique experience.
Certainly.
But they certainly seem happy to be here and quite creative.
Yes.
Who gives the automatons jobs? Like, tells them the next thing to do?
Oh, and Ildar sort of looks at Gonzalo, and Gonzalo nods. Well, it is a variety of us, but they tend to just do it on their own, unless told otherwise.
Interesting.
It's interesting because I have noticed several varying designs around the city. Some of the
Yes.
areas, for instance, the Sunforge are not quite like, what was the name of the place we're going to?
Shadowmire?
The
Shimmering Mirage?
Oh,
Shadowmire.
yeah.
Oh, the Shadowmire.
Yes, well, given our governor in charge,
Yes.
there have been some changes as of late that have been
I
requested.
see. So some of the automatons, for instance, must have helped to build the, one more time?
Shadowmire.
Shadowmire. And
Yes.
probably under the direction often of the governor, yes?
Well, any of the changes that have recently occurred since the governor has taken
Yes,
over, have been by his design, yes, especially in the Shadowmire, since that's his choice region to reside.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
As your father has requested. How do you like this tower?
Oh, it is exceptional. Tell me, the governor's tower of gosh darn it, Umbral. Is it of a similar design?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, no.
I am not in charge of his design process. He has his own city planner.
I assumed, being a gentleman of such high standing, you must have visited it a time or two.
The governor is a bit secretive of his choices, as his due. He is allowed to be in the shadows and keep his secrets. It is part of his due diligence in the city and part of the balance. I tend to stay away from the shadows. I find them uncomfortable, though understand their needs. Not my place to live. I'd rather live in the light.
I understand.
Your father has been very kind in helping me do so. Yes, Ildar has shown great purpose and great skill since he has come to join us.
Again, I am glad my father has surrounded himself with such ambitious...
Cristobal, I have something for you. And he stands up, and as he stands up, you hear what sounds like a click, it's almost as if
Old hip.
Very much like that. He doesn't seem to wince at all from it, but it is definitely that feel. And as he stands up, he goes over to one of his many cases of books and pulls a book. And he says, I had Ball copy this for you.
And I reach out and take it.
It is almost an exact replica of the book that you gave your father. But in it, there is a small inscription that says, to my only son, may your skill exceed even my own.
You had Ball make this.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Father. It's greatly appreciated. If you'll excuse me, we wanted to make sure we got to the Shimmering Mirage before...
Happy hour.
Happy hour.
Oh,
I've heard of
the Shimmering Mirage.
Yes, we just, I want them to start meeting people in the town, being
familiar with
comfortable,
ideas.
familiarizing.
Yes,
And it is probably good that you start to take up your responsibilities with the Umbral Governor as well, being chosen of Umbra.
Yes.
Though I'm sure he will be visiting you soon.
Oh, great.
For your, as is Rhea's job.
I look forward to maintaining the balance.
We'll I'm sure, return at some point this evening, perhaps. Or evening, I don't know how you tell.
Gonzalo sort of looks at Ildar, and Ildar, clearly making himself not paying attention, he seems to know what he's supposed to do.
KoKo sticks her head in. Are you guys coming?
Yeah, Otto is you said that the gun is...
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh my
Why are you
God.
crying?
I'm not crying.
My eyes are sweating.
As you poke your head in comes Ball, and he's got a tray of what look like very fancy goblets of water. And he puts it down on the table and picks two up, hands one towards the governor, and the governor waves it off, and hands one to Ildar. Ildar takes one. He picks two more up.
We are not staying.
We're fine, thank you.
We're on our way out, yes.
We're going to the bar.
Oh, yes. Be careful.
Sure.
There are some unsavory types that tend to frequent there.
I'll take care of them.
I believe that you will.
Yeah.
Outside, Otto is testing the ground because they don't understand the ground because it doesn't taste like anything. So I've been digging a hole while I've been waiting. I want to see how deep I can dig this hole while they're having this conversation.
Yeah, you're in the Sunforge district, which is, it's an industrial and technological heart of the city. So a lot of the dirt here is packed real hard, like it's been stamped down for people to walk on. So digging in it at first is very difficult because it's packed. But by the time your friends exit the tower and you come out, you're about waist high.
Yeah. I'm just very concentrated, furrowed
Which
brows.
is pretty deep because you're almost a man.
Yeah, I'm a man. Full man bird.
Man bird.
Before
Otto.
or actually, once they go, I'm just going to linger behind for a moment, and I bend down to Ball and I say, I think that you are a bit of a disturbance towards our guests, and if you need anything on behalf of the Radiant Governor of them. Would you mind just passing it along to me, and I'll make sure that they get the message?
I would love to do that. I am sorry if I am a disturbance.
It's not your fault.
It's not your
You've been put in a
fault.
precarious situation.
I see.
This is the saddest Blade Runner sequel ever.
I feel so bad.
You're
Baby
doing
robot.
a great job.
Yes, thank you. And he just goes back to standing, waiting for his next
I leave.
demand.
Catch you later, ball.
Otto,
What? Hi.
you doing all right there?
Yeah, no, do I find anything in the dirt?
No, I mean, it looks almost like I described it
Yeah.
before. No nutrients.
Yeah.
It's bland. It almost looks like it's a perfect manufactured dirt.
It's nothing.
And as you come out in the distance, you see two automatons, one with what looks like a hand as a shovel, and another with what looks like a hand that's been turned into sort of a flat metal plate, are sort of standing and watching.
There's no roots, there's no worms, there's no rocks, there's
Do you
no...
think if I put my worms in there, it would fix this auto?
I don't think that this place is real.
It is yet to be fully developed.
No, I don't think this place is real. And I'm smushing and the soil into the hole to kind of make it less holy.
Yeah, as you're doing that, the two automatons approach you and they begin to assist you. And one of them is sort of shoveling it in, and the other one's using that flat metal hand to pound the dirt solid.
I mean, part of me is curious what Queen Mab would make of this place, but I don't think you should
Stop.
plant
None of
those
it's
worms
real.
Okay,
Stop.
I'll save them.
All right.
Would you like to take us to the Shimmering Mirage?
Yes, but each of you tell me where you're from real quick.
I'm from underground.
Where underground?
In a cave.
Located?
By a waterfall.
What's the name of the region, town, city, anything that you're from?
It was a cave, and we all lived there. All the owlets. My uncle Jub Jub was the leader.
Okay.
I'm from Fatharum.
And let me know if I need to roll anything.
Yeah.
Passive insight is like 17. So
yeah,
let me
I
know
mean,
if you're
for
gonna
you,
try it.
for
Wow.
Otto, that absolutely reads true to you.
17. Oh boy.
Gee whiz.
What Otto just told you,
Yeah.
you get the
I'm
feeling
not
that
gonna get
Otto
anything
doesn't
by
know.
her.
Okay.
And above me were Aarakocra.
Oh,
Beautiful, flying cousins.
interesting.
Yeah,
I don't think I've had the pleasure yet.
I met one.
Wow.
That was really cool.
Sounds very cool.
Well, I don't think they liked me very much, but I liked them.
Oh, well, you're very cool too, Otto.
Thank you.
How about you?
Just got puppy.
From a town called Lunarum, on an island known as Mechas.
Right. Right, the islands, yes.
Yep. Town is my family name, or very similar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Important.
Sort of a big deal.
Oh, you're a big deal. All right.
No, I'm not.
It's a big deal, actually, yeah.
Sounds like a big deal.
Yeah, totally. Big deal.
I mean, my family, my family
rich.
had a few good years.
Yeah.
He taught us about money.
You taught us about money.
Yeah, that's an ongoing lesson.
Yes.
All right. And you, the perfect court boy. That was a lovely display.
Court boy.
Oh.
So much
Yes,
decorum.
I spent much time in the Cote de Peron in Fatharum.
Of course, yes.
And there's Bug.
Oh.
This is a real bug. It's real. It's real.
This is just what I do now.
I'm just
How
supporting you. Oh, I don't actually want
Please don't.
And
I am from the forest.
right, and you mentioned the Feywild.
Yeah.
And some other places in the forest.
And the Feywild is different than
Very.
Yeah, because this place isn't real.
I
the
think you'd
Feywild
like
is
it.
not real. Is that?
No, Feywild,
Feywild is real.
way real.
We think.
Oh.
I mean, we don't
The
know.
Feywild's like the realest. It's the realest place I've ever been to.
And so, court boy, wizard. Sorry. Yes.
Yes, I'm a wizard.
Right. She likes you. And, well, I thought we were best friends, but I see that you're hesitant to use any similar terminology, but it's all right.
It's been a big day.
Of course, a big day. Yes, we are the only two chosen of Numbra. That must mean something.
Yes.
Not every day you meet your dad as a robot.
Right.
Should we trot?
Yeah, I think we're walking.
Yes,
and talking.
walking and talking. And what did you do, Otto, in your cave?
Looked around, kept it safe from the outside. But I don't know if you know this, and we're walking and talking. Yeah. I was the first to flee the nest.
Oh.
Which is basically like a rite of passage. I went to the surface before my siblings.
Wow, a bit of a rebel, yes?
Yeah, I'm just really fast.
A little sneakiness in you?
I'm actually really, really good in the shadows.
And have you ever, used these services for someone else?
No. Do you want, and Otto gets so close to you. Do you want me to steal something for you? Who do you want me to steal?
Do you want me to steal from something?
No.
Someone?
No, I'm just saying. I learned a lot about money.
Yes.
And if you wanted to give me a thing, I could get you a thing.
Well, we're going to start with a body, which I think is quite impressive for your resume.
Yeah, go big or go home, really.
Mm-hmm.
And Val, besides being, very important and named for the sake of the city.
I'm pretty good at stabbing things.
Oh, a fighter?
Sure. Whatever you
for
like. For
hire?
Sure.
You're an incredible duelist.
You're really good at
stabbing
things.
And you have your twin.
Oh, you have a twin?
Yeah, you did see in the Hall of Maps. You did see a but it didn't look exactly like Val. It actually
Knowledge
looked...
Arcana, actually.
Wait,
Rhea, you're straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
Roll an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
You saw a version of
12.
A Dragonborn that looked similar to Val. When Val stepped towards the mask, that version of him walked away from her.
Yeah.
They have an interesting relationship, just,
Yeah, you're not quite sure.
Yeah.
You know it's magical, but...
Right.
I don't really have a good explanation for it myself.
Oh, strange. And so you defended your city, kingdom, what have you?
Us.
You all, yes.
Oh, yeah, we're heroes.
Prior to that, got drunk a bit, got into a few fights, trained a lot.
Wow.
Fell in love.
There was that too. Until
you were left at the altar.
No, I stabbed a cousin, and my wedding was called off.
Remember, it was a casual duel.
Oh yeah.
And where is your beloved now?
She's no longer my beloved.
Because she's mad at you.
It's been years. I assume she's gotten over it.
I assume a woman from such a powerful house is probably already married.
She's actually, yeah, I believe.
I would never make.
I don't think
assumption.
I told you all that. I believe. Yeah, no, that's right. She was engaged last time I spoke to her. Again.
Oh, well.
Oh, that was in the session 0. I didn't remember that. Woof.
Yes, it was.
And do you still have feelings for?
That's a very personal question, but I don't know.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
We just met. I mean, look, it's...
Yes, but I do love a good love story.
Well, this is not a good one.
Well, things can always change. You never know.
Good. I wish her well.
Years
I do not wish her any ill, but things have moved on.
I put seeds in his pocket.
Yes, that's good. And so then what did you do in the Feywild, KoKo?
Oh, camped. I made a lot of friends. I wandered around, got in some fights, but then made up and then laughed together with my friends.
You mentioned a centaur.
What kind of friends?
About this time, you have passed from the Shadowforge district into the Scholars Enclave. Now you're
Sunforge district.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the Feywild, you can be friends with just about anything and anyone and anything.
Really?
And enemies, I imagine, probably with just about anyone.
Sure, 1 second you're an enemy and the next you're friends.
Yeah, you were beefing with a tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was being shady.
Are there areas of the Feywild? Is it...
Stuck it in there.
Being a shady tree.
I'm so sorry. I was about to be like, boo.
Surena Marie is available for birthday parties.
I specialize in dad jokes only, so.
I love
Be here all week.
Is it like the islands and the different areas, towns, cities, regions of the Feywild?
Cities there, I don't think. Well, there's like villages. There's I guess there's like towns and stuff. There's like houses made of mushrooms and like clouds and trees and flowers, and the flowers are really like huge, and then some are really tiny, like so tiny you can barely see them. It's just like a place.
We've only been able to gather it in pieces from what KoKo's told us, but did they have fairy tales where you came from?
Well, yes, of course.
It
fairy
seems
tales.
a lot
Yes.
like a fairy tale.
It does, doesn't it?
The time is weird.
It is chaotic.
That's
Time is
right.
so weird.
KoKo, how old are you?
I want to go.
I think 100 and oh no, I don't know, 152?
Or
62?
25 or something.
Yeah, or 25. I don't know.
Wow, all right.
Yeah.
But I mean, what is age? Maybe it goes backwards. Maybe I'm only 14 now. I don't really know. How long have we been here?
And have you been? Are you still connected to that place?
I mean, sort of. And KoKo takes their jar of worms out of their sack
Careful
and
with
says,
those.
so I have these worms.
They're delicious.
If you wanted to eat one, you could, but I think I have to save them.
Another knowledge arcana. Mode of nature from the dungeon speedrun. Excuse me, mode of light. A burst of light.
Gotta get better at that.
Burst of light.
16.
Ooh.
Those are clearly some form of worm. It is magical.
It is.
What you understand of that, is they appear to be some sort of transference of magical energy from one place to another. Sort of like a pill.
How many are there?
It's like endless.
Yeah. It's a jar of... Oh, we don't have it.
I know,
It's a jar
I
of
left
dirt.
it.
You have
For the best.
I'm glad
You have a
we
jar
don't.
of worms?
It's a
First
jar
episode.
of...
First episode. You know when that was? So many months ago.
It's a jar of Oreo, I think, cookie
Oreo?
crumb
Yeah.
stuff
Cookie
filled
crumbs.
with gummy
Dirt.
worms.
Gummy worms.
Okay.
And we're eating them.
Oh my god, I would
It was
eat so
fine.
many of those.
Yeah, they do.
Now.
Okay.
But then we found
Now
out.
they'd just be delicious because they would be stale gummy worms.
Yeah, and then they
Those are the
became
best.
hard candies.
So
They're sleeping.
May I have one?
Sure, to eat?
you gonna eat it?
Maybe eventually.
You don't think I should give her a worm?
Why
They
don't you?
do not seem to be moving much, which is new to you.
I
Almost as if they are not even...
don't.
As
Hello!
she shakes it, they're tinking against the glass, but they are not writhing or jumping that you've seen them do before.
It's because this place isn't real.
Is that why?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to give her a worm,
It's
go
been
ahead.
a long time since I opened this jar. I hope I didn't suffocate them.
You know, if I
You should be careful.
wanted to do something malicious to you all, I could very easily have already done so.
I believe you. I do.
Well, okay.
Dad.
I do believe you.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I'm fine.
I mean, I wouldn't eat it. I think it might be dead.
Okay.
But I'll give you one. What are you gonna trade me?
Yes.
Otto really excited.
Let's go.
So actually, when that happened, I am fully going through your bag.
Because Val taught me about money. And I don't know if you have money. I'm not really interested in money,
barter.
like those coin things, but like I would
Coin
like
things.
some other prize, please.
What's in your bag? What am
What's
I
in your
pulling
bag?
out?
Dump out your purse.
She's like chapstick.
Trying to hide. Are you being stealthy about going into their bag?
Probably not.
It's like a satchel.
Yeah. No, you know what? Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it. Sure.
Two rolls for me: deception and sleight of hand.
Okay.
Ooh.
Should I roll anything?
Oh.
Yeah, yours would be your natural perception.
This.
Oh, passive.
Passive
It's
perception.
not great. It's 14.
This checks out so hard.
terrible.
So, deception, I rolled a 14.
Okay.
But for sleight of hand, I rolled a 27.
my insight is passive is 17, but the perception's only 14.
Well, 14's meter beat, so you definitely notice that Otto's in there. But by the time you notice, they grabbed
I'm already out.
two things out of your bag. So
Before you can
Yes.
even-
So I think there's extra sets of clothes
Okay. There's a nice shirt. Wow, this is
that
beautiful.
are very different. Yeah, from what
This is.
I'm wearing.
I can't believe I'm gonna ask this and not Cristobal.
Otto, I'll tell you exactly what you pull out. Give me a second.
Is there anything from Rhea's clothing that would speak to a region that we're familiar of?
That would be a history check.
Believe me, I was gonna get there.
Yeah. You want to roll with me? Let's roll together.
Well, his history is great.
Valcorio, you have advantage from the dungeon speed run.
Oh.
Cristobal, straight roll.
I'm not the worst at history.
That was stuff that I imagined was in there,
Yeah,
but
of
I
course,
just
yeah.
hadn't,
You
put
pull
in
out a
clothes.
crossbow bolt.
All right.
And what looks like an alms box.
I love a good alms box.
What is
I'll
it?
look inside.
Wait, what is an alms box?
I don't.
Something like cleric.
Like
Alms
for the
is
poor.
Like alms for the.
is
I
money?
Yeah, it's like usually a religious, like you keep incense in there. It's like for religious purposes.
Can I say,
It's a small
because
box.
Josephine said that something was clothing,
Sure.
can clothing be spilling out of
Yeah,
your
absolutely,
bag?
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah,
Some
and there's-
vestments seem to be
There's
spilling
quite
out.
a few different like changes of shirts
Yeah.
and cloaks and hats and things.
Great.
Disguises?
Dirty 20 on a history.
19.
That was a slow blink, Josephine.
It seems very much alien to you in that there are no. You guys are from high courts. You know all about Mechas. She's human, so there should be, from what you know, some sort of. If their clothing came from Mechas at all, there would be some indicator, whether thread type used, a shape, depending on where they're from. Here, it seems very much like these clothes were from here.
Okay.
They are manufactured and created by.
Got it.
Is KoKo choosing from one of those two items that you listed?
No, that's what they gotten by the
yeah.
time that Rhea
And I'm
noticed.
just watching.
Just,
You could have asked.
can I do something wild right now?
Sure.
Do it,
Absolutely.
do it!
Great. So as I take out the crossbolts
Yeah.
with the alms box, I'd like to actually palm it.
Palm it?
Yeah.
With your sleight of hand check, 26, easily able to palm that.
So it's just a
It's
crossbow
just,
bolt.
as far as you can see, she pulls out a crossbow.
and
Yeah.
all of your clothes.
Yeah.
And all of your
And
clothes
they
on the ground.
Yeah.
All right. That's,
I was just
that's-
saying, wait, the Bardo. This is a really nice crossbow bolt. It's really pretty.
Yes.
So much folding of clothes tonight.
No, you can have the crossbow bolts.
I don't know what
Yes,
it.
folding, unfolding.
This is for KoKo to trade.
Oh yes,
Is
crossbow
that what you
bolts?
want to trade? I kind of already have a lot of that stuff.
Do you want
Does it do anything special?
Yeah.
this scarf?
What does it do?
It doesn't do. I don't have.
Do you,
I don't
does
have
it talk
much.
to you?
They call it the Pashmina. It is accentuating piece
Yes,
of
you
clothing.
can wear it so many different ways.
You can
truly.
accentuate various parts of your body utilizing it due to its long length and fine
Yes.
material.
Or it can a nice wrap to keep you warm at
It is
night.
very beautiful. Do
Uh,
you have other things?
We like this crossbow bolt.
What is so funny is that I was going to take out the alms box. Like, when you said, I was like,
Rhea, as you're looking for
Because
that,
it's like the only
missing.
kind of
Your
unique
alms box
thing.
is missing.
box.
So Rhea, you realize if that's what you were actually trying to look for,
yeah,
it's
that
gone.
was
So funny.
like
It is
the
gone.
one like religious blessed whatever. And
What are you looking for?
I'm.
okay, but with my insight,
You put this together that Otto
great,
has
great,
your
great.
alms
It's
box.
I'm just like.
you know,
kind
I
of-
just
No, I know.
I don't know where I must have placed it. I had an alms box with certain, religious, blessed by Lumbra sort of, well, not blessed official, not like the mirrors, but blessed clerically.
Oh,
That sounds beautiful.
sounds
Yes,
beautiful.
we've got some incense, some candles,
Oh. There's incense and candles.
some necklaces, some.
Necklaces? Wow. We better find it. Keep walking.
Your passive insight, unless you're trying to be deceptive here,
Yep.
roll deception.
Absolutely. Can I
I'm
roll
going to give you disadvantage on that one because it's clearly you're sort of...
Can I roll performance?
Sure, absolutely. I'll give you performance.
Can I
Performance first.
roll an insight?
Yes, you can also roll insight, yes.
Okay, come on, die.
Both straight.
Oh, that's good.
No.
Insight
10.
and performance.
20 something, 18 plus 6.
They're putting on such a good show,
Yeah.
Rhea.
It doesn't matter.
You even question, I'm like,
maybe
they didn't take it. Maybe
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
misplace
maybe-
it somewhere.
We're on
Okay.
a mission.
Are you feeling okay?
I don't know. Stranger things have happened here. I don't know what I can give you. Look,
Something that is equal to how special these worms are. These worms mean a lot to me.
Maybe you can earn it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Through a favor. I know
Favors.
you love
boy.
favors.
I do. I like favors.
it's fine. I don't need a worm. I just start putting the clothes back into my bag and packing everything up.
That's
and
going to crease. That's going to crease.
and then KoKo just takes out a worm and just gives it to them and like walks away.
Aw.
I catch it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, why?
Because this place isn't real.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna snow globe.
You had no idea.
17.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Probably.
Everybody else make perception checks.
Oh my
Way.
god.
Any? Are we straight rolls?
Straight, yep, everyone straight roll.
Wow.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh, 7.
18.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Hey.
All right.
This dice, man.
Otto, you clock it.
Yeah.
As Rhea captures this thing, it's like a blip happens, and what happens is they turn almost completely white, and then back to their normal selves. But it's only you, and you only catch an instant of it.
Yeah.
It's as if some power from the worm itself radiated through their body.
Great.
And did I feel it?
Oh yeah, for
I
sure. Yep.
toss the worm as far as you can
Make
see.
a con saving throw.
Another one.
Yep.
Does KoKo see her throw the worm away?
Yep.
But it was like pain.
As you toss that worm, it's literally limp as you, and she catches and grabs it, it begins to sort of.
Oh.
20.
She throws it, and you can see the worm sort of pauses in the air and lands on the ground and stops moving and just slides dirt on top of the dirt, doesn't dig in.
Guys, Ron's worm work is just fantastic.
It's so good. This is quality.
Thanks, guys. I bet.
Actually.
Look, this was the part that I spent a lot of time.
Best worm in the business.
Wow.
Best worms in the
Really,
business.
really
You
solid
knew we were gonna go
Yeah,
here.
I
you
did. Did.
So I see you toss it away, and I'm like,
I didn't earn it, and I walk to where I'm the furthest from KoKo that I can be.
Okay.
KoKo's gonna. Oh my god.
Okay.
You're close to the twisting lanes, which is where the shimmering mirage
Okay.
is located. In.
I'm going to grab the worm.
Okay. When you grab it, it's limp and dead.
be
in your
careful with it, Cristobal.
I will take good care of it.
Do you gonna keep it, or do you want to put it back in the jar?
I will hold on to it. If
Okay.
that's okay.
Yeah.
It will remind me of you.
Okay. We still take good care of it.
Mm.
We almost there. Okay, all right.
Now, Cristobal, when you pick it up, you've never seen these worms up close.
No, I have not.
It very much looks like a rainbow caterpillar. It's a variety of different colors, all of the rainbow from indigo to the other end. Roji bit?
Roy would be red.
Red, thank you. It's sort of mixed in colors. The gradients are fantastic, as if a painter spent a large amount of time getting those gradients perfectly. All of the hairs that sort of line the back edge and the sides seem to sort of be wilted as you put it away.
I put it, and I pick it up with my handkerchief, roll it up, and put it in my. The Mirage, yes?
Yeah, I want to go to the bar with the water.
Yes, we're here. Come on.
As you step through the entrance of the shimmering Mirage, you're immediately enveloped with a warm and inviting atmosphere, which is strange. The walls of the bar are made of smooth, translucent glass, which softly diffuse the light from the luminescent crystal chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. The gentle glow creates a relaxing, almost ethereal ambiance that permeates the entire establishment. The bar itself is an impressive sight, with a long, curved counter made of polished glass and bronze. Behind it, an array of multicolored bottles filled with various waters, glistening in the dim light. The bartender, an automaton, expertly crafted to mimic the appearance and mannerisms of a skilled mixologist, moves with smooth, fluid motions as it prepares drinks for the patrons, including flipping bottles. I mean, it's multiple hands, right? Like flipping two, grabbing two, and it's all water.
Does he have a ponytail? He's wearing a flannel shirt. He's very much like a crab.
Gotta wax
So are
like
at least
that.
a different color.
They are different colors.
Okay,
They appear to be different colored waters.
Oh, okay.
The seating area consists of a combination of highly backed glass booths and elegant cushioned chairs surrounding the glass tables of varying shapes and sizes. The tables are illuminated from within, casting a soft light upon the patrons' faces and adding to that intimate atmosphere. And now you understand why it's called the Shimmering Mirage. This sort of water, flowy light hits all of the patrons' faces. There are only 2 other people in the bar.
Oh.
Captain Place.
Who's here?
It's great. You'll see what we do.
Oh, wow, it's popping.
You see, Rhea, you see a... Where is this person?
I guess what I'm asking is Eamon here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
A handsome elven man, short for being an elf, seems to be slumped over one of the tables, swishing a blue-colored liquid in a glass. And they appear to be very bored and upset that this is not something that they really want. The other individual sitting in a corner by themselves is a Gith, who sort of just seems to be sitting and every once in a while picking up a glass that seems to have a stone in it and a brown-colored liquid, sips it every once in a while and sets it down.
Is a Gith, or that's...
They are a Gith.
Okay.
What is a Gith?
A Gith is a space elf, sort of, to give a rough estimate of it. Their skin is green and pockmarked. They have very long ears. You are very familiar with them because they live in the Tri-Cities.
Yep.
You're aware that that Gith tend to be royalty in most cases. And you also know they're typically very powerful in some form.
Why don't we?
They seem to be flipping through a book on the table as they sit there.
Why don't we split up here in trying to get information, and also that guarantees that one person's not eavesdropping on the other.
Sure.
Perfect idea.
I know Eamon, but I don't know. I assume I don't know.
You've seen them before, but you don't know who they are.
I don't know who they are personally, so I don't know if they are, keeping an eye on things. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right.
And I...
I'll go with you to Eamon if that's all right.
Yes.
All right.
There appear to be no other doors than the one that
Do you want to go? Do you want to go talk
need
to
to? Have you eaten?
I just need the gauntlet was a lot, and I didn't go to the bathroom before I came into this realm, so I'm just been sitting with it, and I need some time alone.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't need to go into that great
No.
detail.
I just felt like there's like Inquisition happening right out of my body.
You don't have...
Just for clarity of everyone else, you have had no bodily function.
We don't need to eat.
And you've been here for a while, so there are none of
Isn't
this.
that a little bit what pellets are?
No, a pellet. That's more of like
Regurgitated food.
One day I'll go into detail with you. It's not regurgitated food. It's just how my stomach works. It like works it through because I can't. Bones are a lot. And they need to go
okay.
somewhere.
I'm gonna go talk to the guy in the corner with Cristobal.
And as Otto is sort of making this racket in the bar, who has the highest passive perception?
Not me.
I think Rhea.
14 is
absolutely.
We're a low wisdom party.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Yeah. 14 is the highest.
It's 10 plus whatever your
What's
skill
your?
check.
Actually, no. I think it might be KoKo's.
It's listed on
It's
10 plus 15.
It's 15.
Yeah.
15.
There you go.
KoKo, as Otto's making all this racket, you see the Gith sort of roll his eyes, shut his book, slide his glass across the table, and he gets up to make a leave.
To make a leave?
To leave.
Oh.
Make
to
an
make
exit.
an exit is the word I was looking
Sorry.
for.
Okay.
Cristobal is going to say, he's going to make a big show of saying, I do not have time to speak with you, you basic, you basic peasants. You bore me and you are trite with your needs and wants. And I'm going to turn and bump into the gift.
Make a performance check.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very well done.
I got this.
Wow, that's a 10.
He as you sort of look to bump into him, he quickly dodges you.
And I'm going to very crestfully, I am sorry, sir, but I have been saddled with these people since I arrived. Would you be of the kindest and most generous spirit to help me vacate their presence? Maybe we converse somewhere just until they leave.
You want me to converse with you?
Yes, just to give me a reason not to be with them anymore. I do not wish to be polite.
Well, I am on my way out if you wish to join me.
Yes, I would love to take a short stroll with you, sir, and be away from these underlings. Yes.
And that's where we'll take our break. What? Yeah. So, we have made our way to the Shimmering Mirage.
Ooh.
We have introduced a Gith individual. As you're standing here, you can tell he's got a book on his side. That this is he's a spellcaster of some sort.
Oh, what have you got
Clocked
yourself
up pretty
into?
quickly.
Yes.
Eamon clocks your entrance because of Otto's disturbance.
I'm disturbance in the force. That's me.
Seems
It's a
to
superpower.
make a sort of a questioning gaze at you. And as Otto and this Gith walk out the door, that's where we'll walk into our intermission.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody. Well done, crew. Well done. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. We'll see you when we get back. Woo woo.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, and we are so lucky to be sponsored by amazing companies like World Anvil. There has been a friend of ours for months now. We all know that World Anvil is a beautiful set of world-building tools and organizational items for all of you storytellers out there and creatives, no matter what game you're running. D&D, Pathfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, all of them. It's the absolute best for organizing all of your game info for those magic items that you created, but you can't quite remember what they do, or that NPC where you're like, what was their accent again? Was it like, was it something like this? Or was it more like this? You couldn't remember because it was 5 sessions ago. Well, World Anvil is perfect for that because it's just the best tool set to keep all your stuff organized. And if you go to World Anvil right now and use our discount code THEDungeonRun, no spaces, THE Dungeon Run, no spaces, you'll get a lovely discount on a year-long subscription. And we're also working with our friends at Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice are the kindest and most awesome purveyors of dice in all the land. They have so many amazing styles and colors of all dice for every character, every setting. We here like to change up our dice depending on what character we're playing or depending where we are. Right now, actually, they have a collection of dice called the Reticle Collection, which is beautifully steampunk inspired that Lumbra themselves would really enjoy. So if you go to dieharddice.com right now and use our discount code Dungeon Run, no the on this one, just Dungeon Run, you will get a lovely discount on us. So thank you World Anvil and thank you Die Hard Dice.
Hi, we're back. We're here in the Shimmering Mirage, a bar deep within the labyrinthine section of the Twisting Lanes, where Rhea has brought our party, noticing two figures inside. Eamon, someone that Rhea seems to be familiar with, as you both can see, everybody can sort of clock that they recognize each other. Mm-hmm. But there's also another individual in the back, a Gith of some form, that Otto seems to have disturbed with their with their.
I have needs.
Their needs. And Cristobal had just sort of convinced them that maybe we'll go outside and have a quick stroll. So where do we want to start? Eamon or Gith?
Now Gith.
Okay, sure, Gith.
Now Gith.
All right, so you walk out and the Gith sort of...
This
Gith. We have a glimpse of shadow from Tuomas.
Thank you. Very appropriate.
Very appropriate. And he sort of immediately turns and leans against the wall of the tavern. Yes, what would you like?
Honestly, just some real conversation. I have been saddled with people who could not put two sentences together, and observing you, I noticed you are clearly someone with an educated mind and a enhanced vocabulary.
You talk pretty.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes. What do you want?
Oh, again, it was just conversation.
We are not in the Tri-Cities, sir. We don't have to do this. Just tell me what you want so I can be on my way.
Okay, what is your name then, my friend?
Pleasantries. They call me Nithzir.
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 He said the Tri-Cities. Yep. He said his name.
Yep.
Do I know him? Or of
Roll
him?
history.
Ooh.
History. 12.
He did not give you his surname.
Okay.
So it is not clear to you.
Nithzir's like John to the gift.
But given his if his prickly personality is like he is, you can pretty much guess he was probably kicked out of the court. Gith, as you are familiar with, are not, they can be prickly, but they're usually very skilled at being so.
Sure.
Being able to, rib you without you knowing it half the time.
Sure.
So he's clearly not well trained in court.
I see.
Sounds wonderful.
Or just doesn't care, one of the two.
It is nice to be able to just drop the act.
Oh, thank God.
Sir.
Thank Lubber.
Thank Lubber indeed. I tell you, I spent so many hours perfecting that silly voice. It was draining, to say the least.
It is quite draining. I had one myself when I was in the court, but when I'm here, I find that I can just be my natural self.
That must be nice.
It is quite.
I once had to be saddled with the presence of a member of the court Lunarum, and let me tell you how grating his constant overpronunciation was.
Oh yes, their natural teeth tend to force them to enunciate.
Yes.
It is quite grating.
Yeah. Have you had any interaction with them before? They are just simply the worst.
I find them, since their tragedy, I find it a bit disconcerting when they're around. Though I've not been in the Tri-Cities for, I don't even know now, 5 phases.
Time has moved so differently.
Indeed, I wonder what's happening on Mechas.
Yes, I'll be honest, I do miss the countryside from time to time.
I do miss the bustling sounds of the city, and the washing waves on the rocks. What's your name?
Oh, forgive me, I'm Cristobal.
You say that name and his eyes sort of widen a little bit. He goes, and he sort of looks at his side and,
how can I help you?
Again, just trying to have some conversation with a real person.
Oh, good. Just the right one. Well, I was here imagining some whiskey. As you have found, there are nothing of real value here, so I can understand why you might want some real conversation. Could we maybe rain check this one?
Of course.
Oh,
yes.
good. Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
No, not at all. Thank you for taking the time.
I thank you.
and he sort of sighs and hurries off into the shadows.
Does he go outside?
They are outside.
I'm going to
already.
jug back in and say, I need one of you to follow that man.
I'll do it. Okay, bye.
Careful. Yeah, be very careful.
Okay. Wait, which way did he go?
I gestured towards.
And so KoKo make. I'll go back to you. Eamon clocks that you're in the room and seems to sort of, with his eyes, indicate to you,
like who
are these people?
When we're about to walk over, I'm gonna get myself, I guess, an orange drink. Is there something that you want?
There's anything.
All right.
That's all the same.
I'll nod at Eamon and head over to the bar.
Okay.
Silent.
And you are doing your own.
So I've been listen.
Doing his own thing.
Yeah. Well, all of this is happening. I know that you left. I've been wanting to go outside this entire time, so I had sneaked outside. And I am on the other side of, like, where you were speaking, like, right in front. Is this place, like, crystally, where there's corners?
Yeah, I mean, it's a twisting lane, so there are plenty of avenues and things for you to sort of make yourself scarce.
So I'm just in a corner at eavesdropping. No, I'm not
Squatting in the alley.
No.
It's impossible to do in the city.
I wanted to be outside because I know I've never seen you that way, and I know that that's not real, because this place isn't real to Otto, because Otto is not sure if they've escaped the gauntlet. So I am outside because there's nothing there. The air doesn't taste like anything. The soil is nothing. There's no rocks. And the only person that might have any information about that is Rhea. So I am looking through the alms box.
Okay, so do me one thing. Make a perception check to see if you even notice the conversation or his dropping of his accent.
Great.
or
No. No, I'm having
you are focused on this,
anxiety by myself.
so you are,
Constipation.
you know, around you went to the other side of the bar, snuck out as you made this large show in the bar, but as Cristobal tried to knock into the gift, that was your sort of getaway to go outside, and you sneak around the other side. And as you're out there sort of playing through your head what's going on, like this place isn't real, I don't understand, nothing is like it seems, and you open the alms box, there's nothing inside. It is empty. Now you remember them saying that there were things
candles,
in it.
necklaces, amulets,
incense.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
There's nothing inside. This Otto puffs up. He looks forward, and he closes the alms box very slowly and goes, "I will get out." And puts the alms box in his pocket.
As you put the alms box in your pocket, you notice that there seems to be what looks like a Ramhidi waning soul sitting on the ground nearby, just staring into the distance. And as you put it away, it seems to take notice of you and look in your. As you look at this soul, they're very translucent. It's that blue greenish energy of souls that you've seen before, but it's if you turn the opacity halfway down, and they're tired. Their face looks very tired. Their eyes seem lost, as if they're wondering whether you are real.
Otto believes that this is a simulation, and goes to the Ramhidi and says,
"Do you see me?"
And as you get close to the Ramhidi, the skull's light eyes begin to glow slightly, and it looks at it as if seeing a light, and the green energy of its soul seeps into the skull.
"Oh no! Oh no!"
It glows. The etched markings on the Asimar side of the face begin to glow ever so slightly, and then dim.
So not the alms box, but the skull.
The skull. Alms box is doing nothing.
Yeah, alms box has nothing. And wait,
Is
the
a
symbol
bust.
on the alms box, is it the Lumbra?
It is.
Great. No witnesses.
Nope. Not a single one.
Wow.
Okay.
You do like stealing things.
Stole a soul.
I'm gonna put it in my bag, and I'm just gonna sit with that for a little bit.
Okay, roll one more perception check.
Great.
Disadvantage.
Otto the soul stealer.
Well, not on purpose.
I am your teacher, and I stole a lot of souls.
That's true. What am I rolling again? Perception?
Perception
Okay.
at a disadvantage.
At a disadvantage.
Mhm.
Kind of an
Well, that is a 9. Or yes.
A 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some movement around the corner where the door is, but you don't even pay really other than there's movement there, as you are sort of wondering what's happening and sitting with that.
Yeah, sitting with that. Otto looks at the skull, kind of freaked out, and goes,
Another test. This is another test.
"Okay, I can do this." Puts it in their bag, gets really big again, like puffy, and then goes and walks back into the bar.
Okay, back to you. KoKo, as you are following, make a perception check, Maureen.
Okay.
Kicks the door open.
Am I straight roll?
Yep.
Okay, 14.
As you come out looking around, you clock the gith that you saw, and they seem to be heading into the twisting lanes. Now, you remember that the twisting lanes is labyrinthine. It is hard to navigate.
Twisting.
But you have the mask, and you can see sort of these little magical impressions left on sides of buildings, on what look like maybe lamp poles, and they're in common, and they sort of say this direction towards the twisting lanes. This direction towards the Sunforge district. This way to the Luminal Gardens. So it is very much someone has gone around and placed these little things in various areas. But so you are keeping up. Are you trying to maintain so that he doesn't know and that you don't know?
Yes.
Make a deception check for me. Or stealth, whichever's better for
maybe? Stealth is definitely better.
Yeah.
Straight roll?
Yep.
What is that? 25.
Oh!
This is what she's good at.
Yeah.
You are very easily able to sort of keep distance, but keep him in your sights. He does seem, and you can sort of clock it right away, that he is trying to be evasive. He is taking a turn quickly and sharply. Clearly not a dumb person. This person is very smart. But you're able to maintain the twists and turns until he gets to a door, and he looks around, seemingly not to see you at all, knocks at the door, and waits a moment. No, it's just sort of a small rap at the door. The door opens, and he disappears inside.
Okay. So,
The door closes.
Yes. KoKo looks around the corner and then looks around.
Make a perception.
Right here. Okay. Straight roll?
Yep.
21.
You notice that there are a couple of embraced that seem to be, these are the souls with masks that are not living. They're the greenish, bluish, sort of translucent souls that are going about their business. And you clock one or two waning souls that just sort of seem to be, again, arguing with themselves or having some conversation. These two don't seem sad like the one that we discussed with her that you didn't see, but not sad. But these seem to be, and they're not very translucent. These are still sort of bright souls, so they're they seem to be engaged in some sort of conversation from their past that you don't hear.
Okay.
But that's all you see, other than this door.
Do they notice me?
They don't seem to notice you at all. They don't seem to make any. No, I mean, your perception, your stealth check. They're
okay.
No.
So, KoKo goes up to the door, puts their ear against it. Well, takes a shell out of their bag and puts the shell
all right.
against the ear.
Okay.
Listen.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
They know what
That's a Feywild goodness.
Oh, bummer. 11.
You hear murmuring.
Okay.
But their voices are very low, and you can definitely hear that.
So nasally.
To me.
And they seem to be talking to someone who's more.
Oh, does KoKo recognize the timbre in the voice?
Not very. Make a history check.
Oh boy, I don't think I'm good at it. Nope. Straight roll?
Yep.
4.
No.
No.
Okay.
It's too mumbled and muffled
Okay.
for you to really.
Well, KoKo doesn't really know what to do. So. Does anybody else in the party know that KoKo has
Just Cristobal.
Just
Never
Cristobal.
know, just
I mean, we may have seen you run out, I guess.
Yeah, I think maybe Val heard ask. Cristobal asks for someone to follow.
I noticed that KoKo's gone.
I'm sure.
Okay, so KoKo, is there are there any light poles or anything?
Yeah, there are
Okay.
2 lamps near one
right,
at the
you
end
said
of
that
end of the lane that sort of has the symbols on it, and there is a sort of small lamp on the wall near the door.
Okay, so
all of the lights are blue, that bluish green.
okay,
color.
so KoKo takes their knife out and cuts a strip from their cloak.
Okay.
Very noticeably,
Sure.
KoKo's
Yeah.
cloak
Sure,
there.
sure.
And then
We know it
and then
anywhere.
shimmy climbs up the pole.
Okay.
Do I need an athletics?
No, that's
okay.
fine.
And then
Take your time to do it.
ties it around
Okay.
so that they can
Like
see.
like a flag, like at a concert. Like
Yeah.
Like, find
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Okay.
ties it around there just so that they know that KoKo was there.
Okay.
And then
Oh wow.
and then shimmies back down.
Okay.
And then checks to see if the door is locked.
It does turn, but as you are doing that, you hear the voices stop.
Careful.
KoKo's.
Imagine just.
Hey.
We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Yes. Hello, Eamon. How's it going?
Well, it's going.
Yes, that's my friend at the bar there. New addition to
I bring one
the city.
green and one orange water. Which one do you want?
I take the green one.
All right, there you are. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi.
This is Val. Val, this is Eamon.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
I've been tasked by the governors to just keep an eye on new additions to the city, newly arrived.
Oh.
But to be trusted.
I see. To be trusted.
To be trusted.
Discretion, of course.
Sure.
I'm always sure.
All right.
Does the orange water taste like anything but water?
It tastes like water. And it tastes like water that's old.
The
It doesn't have
water.
no mineral taste to it. It's very. It's an aged. Say thank you. Exactly. But it's got that
Stainless
If you've
steel,
ever
come on,
had
that's not okay.
water, can go bad
Yeah.
in that like it's been too long in the bottle.
Well, it's orange. It's probably rust.
Well, the orange is it seems to be a manufactured color that they're adding, similar to the Jello that you had in the tower.
Orange dye number 9.
Yeah, exactly. It's very some sort of manufactured
The color of an M&M.
But you get the idea that like this is what the automatons think people drink.
Sure.
It's various colors of drinks that might actually exist, like the Gith drinking what looked colored like whiskey and with a stone in it, but no, not any alcohol, that kind of stuff.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Yes.
No, and Eamon is a chosen. I know. Illumina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Great.
Their mask is pretty plain. It seems to be almost equally divided between glass and bronze.
Eamon, I've got a little task that I'm setting out to do, and I'm just wondering, what do you know of our dear Governor in the Shadows? Have you been to the Shadowmire before?
Yes. I have been watching recently.
Oh.
I'm sorry, this orange water is terrible. I'm actually going to take
It's
it back and
all
see if
terrible.
is it. I'm going to ask him if the blue is better. So you two continue. Val gets a sense of the deep discomfort, and so he will make eye contact with Rhea and just step over to the bar and
Great.
make himself scarce.
Perfect.
Otto's at the bar.
I'll sidle up. This tastes terrible.
It tastes delicious.
Okay, you can have mine.
Look, I need to. There's something personal in the Shadowmire, and I need to make my way in, and I just want to know what to expect.
I see. Anything I might help in our quest?
Yes. Yes. I'm concerned for the governor's safety, always, and I just want to know what might be around him. I know he's got aides.
Yes.
Of some sort, but I just don't know who they are.
Before I just give you information.
Of course, I would never.
What can you tell me of the governor's new visitors?
Well, they are a varied bunch. They don't seem to be of any particular threat, if that's what you mean. I find them to be lacking, if I'm honest. They are of no consequence to us. They are never going to rise above us.
Then why bring them here at all?
I think there's some sort of personal connection there.
Did they show up with masks?
Oh, no. I made sure to bring them to the wall, of course.
So they've donned them recently?
Yes, they were quite willing.
Do you know which ones are chosen of whom?
Well, I know, and I'll point at. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong, because I'm just going to say
Sure, of
whatever
course,
in this
yeah.
moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I point to Val and say, chosen of Umbrith,
See you
both.
pointing and just sort of, yeah.
both at
You're
the-
right, it's terrible.
Both at the bar, chosen of Umbrith. The fancy one who walked out earlier, chosen of Luminath, and wherever the elf went.
There was an elf. I didn't notice that one.
Yes, chosen of Luminath, that one.
I'd rather like to meet them. Well, the Shadowmire is dangerous, as I'm sure you know, especially lately. The fog has gotten very thick. It is harder to observe like I had been.
Yes.
I noticed something strange recently.
Oh.
They have been receiving more shipments of obsidian.
Do you know what that?
Large amounts.
Do you know what that might be used for?
Well, it is. They have been. I've seen them at the governor's, the Radiant Governor's mansion. They seem to be making them into blades. Oh boy! But when they come out of the Umbral Tower, they're raw, and they're coming out of the tower.
Oh.
Not in.
That is strange.
That is very strange.
Listen, Eamon, you know, as you've been suspecting, I think something is going on with the balance of power here.
They have history.
Right.
Have you learned anything?
No, not much. I know
So
that...
you have learned something then?
Well, I think the Umbral Governor has gone after the Radiant Governor's family in the past.
Here?
I think he's found a way to leave this place when he so chooses.
I knew it.
Listen, I'm going to get more information. I'm going to get in there, and what I find out, I will make sure to let you know, Eamon. But I need to know the security that is around the Umbral Governor.
I've only seen a handful of automatons. There was recently there seemed to be
I heard whispers of a chosen of Umbrith,
yes.
Balfour?
Oh, yes.
Could you tell me more about that?
Yes, Warlock. I suspect Mr. Nightshade is helping the governor with some sort of device or technology. We see him coming and going with dismantled automatons, burnt or dismembered, typically.
Oh.
Lacking their masks.
Oh, I see. Do I put together? Are these the people that I've been, or the Waning Souls?
They're automatons. He's talking about
automatons.
automatons.
With the
souls.
parts.
Yeah.
But they have body parts.
Well,
or they have
like they're just the hand came
automaton
off, like,
parts.
yeah, automatons. Automatons. Yeah.
Okay.
Automatons lacking their masks and their parts.
And they're okay. Still messed up. Sure. Yeah.
Pretty messed up.
Okay. And actually, what I've been doing in the city, you know, sort of helping navigate, have I done that in the Shadowmire?
No.
No, that's
yeah.
just
You
not-
haven't really. You have never been to the
okay,
Shadowmire yet.
Okay. And what does the Umbral Governor's, I don't know, tower, palace, home? Where does he stay?
No, he stays in one of
And when I came in, 2 of the towers were still lit.
Yes.
He's in the last tower that turns.
All right. Thank you, friend. I will find out what's happening with this obsidian.
If you learn any more of the family situation with the Radiant Governor, I may be able to. I have some connections, and I may be able to find out maybe more about that situation.
What is your interest there?
Well, as you well know, balance is key here.
Of course.
And the Umbral Governor, though overstepping clearly, is not doing so without reason. He's not the logical person, from what I can tell. So there's got to be some sort of beef between the two. And if...
That's what I said.
Yes, and I figured if we can understand that situation, we might be able to use it to our advantage in resetting balance to this place.
Yes, yes. I have all the same concerns, and I'll let you know what I learn. Hopefully, I'll come back in one piece. Thank you.
Well, good luck. There have been a few rumors of the waning souls in the Shadowmire.
Oh?
Yes, turning into shadows of sorts that attack.
Oh.
I have not witnessed it myself, although it's hard to see anything in the Shadowmire as it is. But just be careful.
Thank you, Eamon. I'll see how capable my new friends are.
Otto, are you alright? You seem a little puffier than normal.
No, hey man, I'm good. Please,
I don't believe you.
And I'm ordering the bar. Can I do, so what do you make? What do you make?
Makes different colored water.
Are you acting like you're of age?
Yeah. So you talk or what? No? That's really sad.
He doesn't have a mask.
Oh, you want more of mine? Wait. Do only the masked ones
You've seen Gast talk.
Gast
they don't have a mask.
Doesn't have a face.
Oh. Does anybody talk to you? Or just order you around? Just order you around, man? That's it? You live to serve? Is that what that is? Oh man, no, you seem really cool and stuff. Do you make anything?
It flips a couple of bottles.
Do you make anything? Oh, all right. Yeah, there's a lot of different colors.
It seems to be referring to the bottles themselves. And as you look at them, not all of them are plain. Some of them seem to be twisted in various patterns and shapes that are quite beautiful when you look at them closely.
That's art.
Yeah.
You can make art. You know that?
He flips a couple bottles, and he's got 4 arms. And the other 2 sort of, they come up, and you can see he brings up what looks like a block of glass. And the hands get real bright and hot, and he pulls the block of glass apart. And as he does so, one of his hand sort of disjoints and changes into what looks sort of like a stake, sort of like you would put it into the ground. Yeah. And he shoves it into the glass and twists it around it. And his hand balloons at the bottom, giving this a bottle shape, almost as if he didn't have to do any kind of blowing. And he pulls his hand out and puts it down, and as the bottle begins to start glowing, because it's extremely hot, sort of these rainbow colors of blue and red and indigo come out of this shaded glass block that he had.
Who taught you how to do that?
I think... This is the test. I grab Val, look him in the eye. This is the test!
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
You're an artist. And because it came from him. Nobody programmed you to do this.
What do you mean a test? What are you talking about? Test for Moon. Test for what?
I'll tell. One second. Can I have this?
He picks it up and hands it to you.
Careful, it's hot.
It's when you touch it, he says it's hot, and you do that, but it's not. It's cool to the touch.
Oh, thank you. Can I give you a name? Has anybody ever decided to treat you as a being deserving of a name?
His head stays where it's at, but his body turns around, and on the other side it just says bartender.
No, your name?
And he turns back. His body turns back around.
Bart.
Your name is
Bart. Bart the bartender.
Bart. Bart. That's you.
Bart.
Last name Ender?
And you're worried about me teaching him
We are sealing our own fate. Okay,
Bart.
here we go.
Bart. Thank you, Bart. You're my friend.
Thank you, friend.
Nice to hear your voice.
Yes.
Do you know of anyone called the Creator?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. May we have privacy now?
You want me to leave?
If you just want to hang out or chill out or no, you could stay here. Can you keep secrets, Bart? We're learning lots of new stuff today.
Yes.
Good. All right. I feel comfortable and confident about this situation.
And he goes down. He goes down to the empty end of the bar, and just seems to slot into place.
That felt kind of good, but also pretty weird.
This whole place is weird, Val.
Yeah.
Because I know I can trust you because they don't repeat the same trials. Okay? They don't repeat. Once you pass one, it's different. I've already killed you, so you're you. Okay?
What?
Yeah. So
is this
here's the
Bahasa
thing.
What's happening?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously, we're trapped in a trial right now, Val.
I mean, all right.
And we just have to get out.
Yeah.
But you're part of the simulation, so I know I could trust you.
No, I'm not a simulation.
All right, man, that's cool. But you're Val.
In your auto.
Val.
In your auto.
Yeah, I've been Otto. I'm the only real being here. Yeah.
I'm real.
Yes, you are. You are so real.
Do you want to stab me right now and see if I'm real?
No, you've bled before.
I have. Okay. You stay close to me, all right?
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about you.
That's something that Val really would say. Put my hand on you.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
All right, I want to hear more about this labyrinth when we have time, because I think some things happened there, and I'm a little worried.
You don't have to be worried.
I know, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and this is part of it.
This place is very weird.
We have to awaken them.
I don't know about that.
Listen, Val. This place is the place of glass.
Uh-huh.
And the only thing holding it together are beings that are hollow until activated. We just need to activate them to break the glass, and then we can get out.
Wow.
We just need to get out.
Okay.
We need to shatter the glass.
I agree with you that we need to get out, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
As you're having this conversation, Eamon exits the bar.
And I'm just standing.
Okay.
Where's your friend?
Oh!
KoKo? I think
I mean, where's Cristobal?
I saw Cristobal bring her outside, I thought.
Yeah, and Cristobal comes back into the bar.
Where's KoKo?
She is following someone.
Yeah, she would be.
You asked her to.
Yes.
Is this something she does normally?
She is very good at being nondescript.
Yeah.
This isn't her usual sort of favored terrain, if you will, but she's pretty good at it. The Gith?
Yes. Tell me, he is from the Tri-Cities. He called himself Nasir. Does that
history check?
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage.
He was, he was thrown out of court.
Yeah, I mean it's your hometown.
15. No, 18.
There was an Aether in the Gith court who was a cousin of one of the higher ranking members, who was dismissed because of bad court behavior, and there were rumors and whispers that they were doing research in places that were forbidden.
Oh, that guy, right? Yeah. Look, I mean, the Gith, right? I mean, if memory serves, like we all sort of dealt in like magic. Well, not really me, but our family dealt in like magic of different types, and the Gith specialized in like magic weapons and magical sort of implementation and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And this guy, if memory serves, I didn't really pay much attention, but I do remember stories about a Nithzir getting kicked out because someone thought he, I don't know, was putting together things that people didn't think he should be putting together. I don't know.
He was clearly not. He was not comfortable with court manners.
Okay, well,
Shinthak was the name. It pops in your head.
Nithzir Shinthak.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. Spelling challenge.
Beautiful.
That's a new vocal warm up. Nithzir Shinthak.
Apparently, there have been large amounts of obsidians seen in the Shadow Maya, and suspect perhaps being used for weapons, for blades, and it just seems so coincidental for you to just
Where would they get obsidian?
I don't know.
They would have to bring it in.
They couldn't get it here.
They would have to bring it in.
No.
What?
How much?
Are you alright?
So, how many obsidian weapons did you say they had? How many?
I don't know. There seemed to be a lot being produced. I haven't seen it. We need to go in and find out more.
You all noticed that the Radiant Governor's guards had glaives on their backs that had obsidian.
Yeah, so I've seen it before.
So that was the first time you saw it.
Okay.
But you do recall that the Radiant Governor's guards had those obsidian.
You would have seen Val does have an obsidian hand axe in his belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's some means. Perhaps it comes in with people that have brought it on their way
couldn't
down.
have come from here.
It's very rare.
Was there obsidian in Vasarum? No. So that wasn't what he was doing there.
In Vasarum? No.
Medulon?
No, there's no precious stones or metals in Vasarum. It is mostly an agricultural hub.
But if he's been, the only person who can get in and out of here, and we're wondering where this came from, it kind of feels
Not
like...
where it came from.
What do you mean?
Obsidian is a rare substance that can only be found in a certain location. And it's not above ground, it's below the surface.
That is the only place it can be found.
Obsidian's like lava rock or something, isn't it?
We need to find the obsidian, and we need to break it, because nobody except for you and people that are deserving of it should have it.
All right.
We also have to find out how it is getting here, by what means of transportation, and who is bringing it in.
All right. Well, okay. So we do need to go in, right? We need to infiltrate. We get to. You're a little tricksy, aren't you, Otto?
Yes, I will go in, figure out who stole the obsidian.
We'll go in together,
and then I will kill them. What?
We'll go in together, and what will happen will happen. But it might be dangerous. It's the fog has become thicker of late, and there are perhaps these shadows that might attack. So we do need to be careful. It is not safe like the rest of the city.
Okay. Where?
KoKo. Yes, KoKo followed the Gith into the. I cannot remember the name of that.
Twisting
Lane. Why?
Yes.
It's not complicated.
We are.
Into the twisting lanes.
Should we go?
Should we get her?
I am sure they will return post haste. I am not worried about KoKo's ability to handle themselves.
Okay.
Are you?
No. I mean, I mean, if we're gonna go in the Shadow Maya, I mean, yeah. It'd be nice to have her.
Ray, you know also, you could get lost. It's even with the signs, it's possible that getting lost
In the
happens.
twisting lanes? Oh, yeah.
Is the tower of the governor of Umbral in the twisting lane?
Yes. Right?
No, it's in the Shadow Maya.
Nope. In the Shadow Maya. Yes, sorry. It's in the Shadow
It's fine,
Maya.
I'm having the same
I
issues.
live. I live in the Twisting Lanes. Governor lives in the Shadow Maya.
Where do you live?
Twisted lanes. Oh.
Just down the road.
Ah.
Is it nice?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's a front. She doesn't have a house.
Otto's kind of going through something.
Yeah,
right
can
now. I'll tell you more
Also-
about it later.
Yeah.
What's going on? And I'm sort of like really close peering into those big eyes.
And you see the reflected mirror, so you see yourself.
And you see the It's like this
We're
ever
just-
going.
Yeah, it's an infinity mirror.
Yeah.
They've been like that for like 10 minutes. They haven't-
I'm a
Why don't you make perception checks?
Yeah.
Oh boy. You see yourself over and over
again.
It's over.
Wait, let me use the most mirror-like
you or are you Otto?
die.
No, bonuses.
Oh yeah, no, nothing.
Nat 20.
Dang,
That's cool.
That's your second one tonight.
Yeah, rolling high.
It's a 10 over here.
You just see the infinite you, Otto, you, Otto, you, Otto, you, Otto in the distance. At the very end of that infinity, if you ever put two mirrors up to each other, there's an end where your vision can't see.
Yeah,
detail
for
beyond.
sure.
Right at the edge of there, you see what looks like a man in a black and green mask.
Otto is overwhelmed.
Okay,
Otto,
can I insight?
Sure, of course.
yeah.
Insight.
You might just be able to notice.
Yeah, I don't think they're hiding it. I don't think
true.
it's.
Otto sees that person and he goes, "What?"
You all right?
What?
Oh.
Also, I'm gonna take Otto
Like a
and like
football.
walk outside with Otto.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be right back. I just need to have a little
Otto's
chat.
just very stiff. Like, yeah, it's very easy for you to carry them because they are like, it's like light as a feather, stiff as a board. Otto is a plank in your hands.
Yes, and I try to play it off like still amicably, like, oh yes, I'll just bring you right back. Just need to have a chat.
I mean, we can go probably to back.
May I have a glass of your reddest water?
We'll take
Red water.
This is Bart.
Hello, Bart.
Hi, Bart.
And I place Otto, like we go into an alleyway, and I put Otto like against a wall, and I'm like above.
I'm a little overwhelmed.
Now it's a different kind of.
Above you, like hand above you, like
Yeah.
Otto.
Rhea.
What did you see? What's wrong? Tell me. I can see something is wrong.
It's all kind of wrong. This place, right?
Right.
And you're part of that, right? The wrongness of this place?
I did not make this place. I am in this place temporarily, let's say.
Yeah.
I am not a part of this place.
As she says that, the eyes roll into the back of her head, and we are going to a secret room.
What?
We're gonna
Is
put
that
up
gonna
the
get-
torch, and we'll be right back. Rhea, you've experienced this before. The Umbral Governor has come calling. Your mask, you're never aware of outside of your body, but your mask seems to be the conduit in which he contacts you. And in this moment, he has contacted you. What are you doing?
I am simply trying to assess the situation with these new guests in our town.
Are you following my
helpers.
Your helpers?
Yes.
Such as? Not that
Are
I'm...
you following my helpers?
Not that I am aware of. I am keeping an eye on the city as I am tasked to do, not with any purpose.
Some of my assistants, my aides, I think you called them, have been worried that your new friends are a bit nosy.
They are indeed. You're right. I am trying to keep atop of it. I am trying to gain their trust.
Who are they?
They are...
Careful not to lie to me, Rhea.
I would never. You know that. I cannot. You see all. I presume they were chosen by some other deity before they came here. I know not which one, but now they have chosen Lumbra, as they should have done. You wanted to know if they didn't don the mask, but they all did so willingly, went to the City of Masks, and it seems they are intrigued in what's happening. You know, one is the son of the Radiant Governor.
I did not. Cristobal is here.
Yes. I thought you were already aware. I would have reported sooner, of course.
This complicates things.
Is there anything you would wish for me to do?
Kill him.
I can do this. I'm gaining their trust. I'm gaining their trust slowly, and I have a plan that I think will please you.
Good. I will be visiting the governor in a hour's time.
Of course.
Make your move then.
I shall.
Also, the one with the elf.
Yes.
She is under my protection now.
Oh, I see. She is a chosen of Umbreth?
Oh, no. She is a chosen of Luminath. But she stuck her nose where she should not. And now, I will teach her right from wrong.
I see. I think this is wise of you, Governor.
Good. Anything else you must report, Rhea Stone?
They have shown great interest in the Enclave of Scholars.
Yes, Nithia told me.
I think they're interested in learning more, as are most people who come to this city. But I do not put great weight upon their ambitions, otherwise.
And what of Aemon?
Aemon?
Yes.
You know, just regular gossip. It's always just who's doing this, who's doing what, the progress being made, whether it's adequate, nothing of substance.
Yes. The feeble-minded are easy to fool.
Yes.
Well, Rhea, good job. I shall be contacting you again. Do not disappoint me.
I would never.
Your quota is low, and your bill is due soon.
I will change that post-haste.
Good.
Wake up! Wake
Otto,
up!
about that amount of time went by.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
What? Are you alright?
So like, you were really intense and then you were out for like a second.
You're all in danger.
Oh, we're in the gauntlet.
What?
And as we switch back to
Best end of a scene ever.
KoKo, as you turn that knob, The door is thrown open. Nazir stands there in front of you, a very little amount of light. You have good dark vision, but it is dark here. Even for your vision, it's dark. Behind you, you feel a body move towards you. And as you look behind, a sharp pain hits the side of your head, and you're knocked unconscious.
No!
And that is where we will end this evening.
Oh my god.
We will return next week. The group is in a bit of a predicament.
What?
Of their own making, in many ways.
I mean...
we're just talking about our daddy issues in the bar.
Yeah,
Happening.
We got Val
drinking red water.
Drinking
Yeah, the reddest water.
Not knowing what's going on.
Party
Talking to a brand
big
new,
time.
new sentient bartender.
They may or may not be falling in love.
Tense, isn't it?
Things are happening.
So super intense.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Well done, everybody. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Oh my
Great
gosh.
episode.
Wow.
We'll be back next week, and then
We,
it is
we
the
don't forget, we got the Patreon stuff to do.
Yes, we do. Just quick. Next week we'll be back.
Yes.
Week after that we'll be taking our off week.
Yes.
And then we'll return the week after that. So we'll talk more about that next week as well. But I just wanted to give you guys an update while I'm vamping.
You're vamping a little bit, and I do appreciate you vamping.
Of course. So yeah, great job.
Wow,
Great job.
anxiety.
We were just gonna go look at a house. I don't know, in a tower. We were just gonna go check out a tower.
Checking out the tower. Just a normal
We
bar
haven't gotten
visit.
to the tower.
I know.
We haven't even gotten to
Yeah.
the tower. Oh, God. Well, as we always do at the end of the show, we like to call out the names of our wonderful high-level patrons as we can, in the styles often of their choosing. So, as we like to do at the end of every episode in a fun way. So tonight, for the first readings of Team Light and Team Shadow, that's right, we're going to start with Team Shadow.
Okay.
From a suggestion from Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit.
Nice.
At the bulk candy store, deciding what to fill your bag with.
Oh my gosh, it is so late. Jennifer, what should we put in these guys?
So, you know, I'm like always down the clown, but these peach rings look so good.
They're so good, girl.
Oh
They're
my
so
gosh! Jenny and Jenny!
Hi, folks, I have to go on my Lincoln break soon. If you could just speed up what you want so we could talk away it and we can...
I totally heard of this new candy from Denmark called Gorbin Play. Do you have any?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any?
Well, usually they come in on Tuesdays, but the truck fail waffled on the highway. And
I hope nobody got hurt.
We do have 27 new boxes of I Think I'm Nuts.
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I'm allergic to most
I am allergic to nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, I just smoked a giant like abracadabra before I came over here. So
Jenny,
I
you know Jenny isn't into that because it's just such a gateway girl.
He's a gateway
I just
guy.
think
First, you know, you're I don't know what this voice is. First you're a gateway guy, and then before you know it, you're down to clown.
Hey,
Speaking of
this
which,
is all a little too much. I actually just came here for some kitty scritches.
oh yeah, I'll show you.
Oh yeah, they're
Scritches.
over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little overwhelmed.
Did you want the sour kitty scritches or the caramel kitty scritches?
Both.
Oh my gosh,
Make
you're
her a
so
two-mask mix bag.
Yeah, here we'll make a giant bag. We'll fill it
You're
all.
so
Yes,
pretty.
please.
really pretty.
Okay,
Yeah.
You're
I'm just
so gorgeous.
gonna need
You're
a
so
little.
pretty.
Did you just wake up and abracadabra that? Just like that?
I need a Lincoln break.
That was a lot going on there. A lot going
Some
on.
people got a couple shout outs.
I don't know if any of you have been to the candy store at Universal Studios, but that was an accurate depiction.
I believe it. This one comes from, for Team Light, comes from I Think I'm Nuts, which is a group of talent scouts watching people performing at a comedy club open mic night.
Oh no.
No, that wasn't funny. Like, I thought it was going to be funny. This
And I
guy's terrible.
said, festive life preserver.
Oh.
Hey, tough crowd.
He's just doing the Gold Family from 1989. Like, that album is famous.
Oh
Why does he think he can just get by repeating old material?
Who out here likes airline food? Airline food, am I right?
Beaker Par! Oh, sorry.
All right, and that was Fandural. Everyone,
That's right.
say welcome to Fandural.
I'll be out front selling t-shirts.
All right, you're done. Next up, we are so excited to have is the most. We won't say it.
This MC is
not great. Like when
Please welcome Jim Whitted to the stage.
Hey!
Oh, I heard about this.
So I just flew in from Cincinnati, and boy, are my arms tired.
Okay, I'm about to go.
No, seriously. Seriously, no, I actually flew here.
So I'm from the Bureva Talent Agency, and we really need the dungeon speed run through this. So.
Okay, I'll get straight to the heart to it. So I was walking in Universal Studios the other day, and I bought I bought one of those like root beers in a bottle, and I was at the candy store, guys. Have you been to the candy store?
Oh my gosh, he's one of those storyteller comics.
Here, wait.
But we have to watch because if they're going to sign them, we want to be able to sign them before they do. So if they're into it, I'm into it.
So I took the root beer, I popped it open, I went outside and was drinking it, and as I was walking, one of the security guards dressed like a real person came and grabbed my bottle and accused me of bringing in beer.
Wowee! Wow.
Right? Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah. Wowee.
I don't know. I think he could be right for that Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit show you've got coming up soon.
You think so? It's a 4 camera. Do you think he has the energy?
I mean, he's big.
All right, I think your time is up.
Well, thank you. I've been Jim Whitted, and this has been my unbearably loquacious comedy. Thank you.
Hey, do you accept just jewels as payment?
Oh, absolutely.
50%
Any
of
jewels.
that is fine?
Any
Great.
jewels at all.
Yeah, we'll send you right away.
I love it.
All right, the next group that we've got coming up is a improvised group. They're known as the Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit. I think it's a thing off of.
Oh my gosh, when is he?
Could I get a suggestion from
Angel Devilson?
Angel Devilson, you got it.
Oh, he's doing an organic opening. I'm done.
wow.
I'm done.
I cannot do this
one
with
of the
this,
heralds.
where comedy is dying.
Rainbow! That's it. Thank God.
Well
my
done.
That was incredible. Thank you so much, everybody.
Improv inside and improv.
Improv inside and improv. It's like the two mirrors.
Looking into the mirror.
Endless.
Like looking into
Well,
her
like
mask.
At the end is a man dressed in black and green waiting to kill us.
Everything's fun and fine.
Well, everyone, that has been our show for this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We are the Dungeon Run.
Yeah.
You can find us every week here, 6 p.m. And we will have this up on the YouTube on Fridays.
And podcast.
And also, check out our TikToks, because with the addition of Josephine and the rest of this crew in this so far, they have been pretty on point. And I'm very proud of them. So you guys should check out our TikToks. Please like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends. Check out our website, thedungeonrun.tv. And keep a lookout. Next week, we've got brand new merch coming to you. So keep a look out for that.
I didn't know about that.
And that's where we'll
Ron likes to have fun at the merch store sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I do. I get very excited about what the new things that are offered on the merch store on occasion.
Cravats?
So,
I mean, we'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know that they have them, but
Never gonna get
keep a
We'll
lookout.
make that work.
Cristobal cravats.
As always, we like to sign off here. Humankind.
Be both! You did it, Josephine!
It took me like 3 shows to realize what they were.
Yeah.
Remembering.
It started. It started. It started. Started. As a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.